Yup.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All
No,
right.
roll 20.
Who would like to give recap? Not the Chris's.
Oh boy. I can try, but I'm gonna need some help.
I
That's
will
fine.
be honest.
You helped me last
I
week,
don't
too.
remember what happened last.
Yeah,
last
no, 100%. You guys can help each other. Just somebody can get like the basis down.
All right. So last time, Defenders of Ass, we were all camped out a little ways from Caspian's house, and we were monitoring the situation if he was going to leave and possibly mail something. And so on first watch was Badger, and he immediately fell asleep. On watch, got woken up by a bear, led the bear to think, and the bear went off for a little while, came back. Then in the middle of the night, we got attacked by, I believe it was green drakes?
Yeah, ambush drakes.
Ambush drakes.
Emphasis on the ambush.
Yes, and Tetcher almost got completely, or I'm sorry, not Tetcher, but Gaza almost completely got killed, but managed to feign death and kind of wiggle his way around. Anyways,
I am Rexar.
there was valiant combat by all, and we ended up defeating the Drakes. And then we decided to, and then, Lorelei snuck off into Caspian's house to try to spy on him, or I'm not exactly sure why, maybe to get some more information, see if there's anything to take, and did not end up entering very quietly, ended up waking up Caspian, but did not get caught, and came back. And then I believe we decided that we were going to go and find Langdid in Burdusk, but to get there, we had to stop first at Green, is it called Greenest?
Greenest is the town, yes.
Okay.
Town where we started.
So we stopped back there just to kind of get some more tools and some weapons and just kind of restock and things like that. And let's see. I remember that Galen went over to the post office to see if any letters had been dropped off by Caspian. And there were a couple letters dispatched. I know there's one for Badger, and there's one, I believe, the other one I believe was for Phineas.
Yeah.
So
and just so you guys know real quick, if you look in your journals, I didn't show it to everyone, obviously, because not everybody has seen them. In your handouts, there is a copy of your letter, so you have that in Discord as well as in Roll20.
So we got all of that good stuff. Gaza and Badger went and Gaza helped Badger steal a rapier that he saw at the blacksmith that he really liked by pretending to be two old ladies.
We were just looking for a present for our daughter.
You must rub my bunions. So that was fun, and then I think there was did Galen? Did you also stop by the temple?
Hi.
All right, and then so there's a conversation there.
Oh, did that not?
Is that when we got the tabards?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
That's also where the letters originated from, because she gave them to Galen.
Oh, perfect. I was like, I don't think those letters came from the post office, but
No, that came directly from Winter in the temple.
Oh, and those tabards are nice looking. All right, just pulled that up. All right, and then I think we decided to leave and continue. I believe we took the risky 100-mile road to Burdusk. Is that I believe that's the one that we're on. And I think we ended up finding another camping spot where we are now. Is there anything that I missed or something that we should cover?
Gaza and I had a very private conversation, but everyone still, all of you know.
Yeah.
That's right. A possible feeding scenario.
We struck a deal.
That is a really specific kink.
All right. Well, I think that's all I got.
Don't fang shame me.
And I think we got about maybe 10 miles in. I can't remember exactly how far we got, but
same, yeah,
something like
I don't
that.
remember how far we got in, because it was like we
Not very
traveled
far.
a little bit at night because we left really late in the day or something.
My note was we got about 10 to 15 miles out of town.
Okay.
Question: Who has power over the server?
Jesus.
I do.
The Discord server. Oh wait, I was about to say, can we add a quotes chat? But we already have one, so never mind.
And a
Yeah,
boss
I didn't everyone that earlier today. It probably got lost in the memeing. But yes, there is a quote. There is a VOD chat.
Oh, I meant like funny quotes, like shit people say.
Yeah, no, there's
Oh, is
a
it those people in
chat.
chats? Oh, yeah.
It's
Yes, I know.
yeah, out of game. Yield jokes, chatter, quotes.
Oh
Cool.
yeah.
Struck with an R. Give me 1 minute to write this down.
Also, just a question: does anyone have any questions on what the like meta purpose was for the whole like personal channels or whatever that only you and Jinxie can see?
Oh no, it
No.
saves us from using DMs for campaign stuff, so it all can be readily accessible instead of having to skim through DMs of other stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed it as.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like for mine, I threw in some thoughts on like my character and his thoughts specifically on the other party members and everything like that. So it's just
Once you left mine, I just started shaming you. That was it. It was just me talking shit.
I mean, that's pretty much what Galen's thoughts on the party are, honestly.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Badger's not gonna know that.
Yeah, neither will
Nope.
Phineas. I'll know that.
Phineas
you
knows
say-
everything.
Stark, did you say 15 or 25 miles, just for my own notes?
10 to 15
Okay, 10 to 15.
was what I wrote. And we
That
set
is
up camp, and we said the watch was Badger first, Gaz second, Galen third, Phineas fourth, and me and Ulhara going for food, and we're backup watch people.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Just a couple of things again before we get started. 20 minutes later, no big deal. That's beautiful. Sorry, I totally got distracted. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I decided that after last week and being a scientist that I'm going to say after 6 hours, because that's normal sleeping for people. You can have a long rest. You don't have to do the full 8. So in the session last week where both Galen and Phineas had slept for 3 watches, you would have gotten a long rest. Other stuff. Yeah, as we progress, I am delving into your guys' backstories, and I love it, and everything is good. So I wanted to extend an offer to you guys. I had spoken to Tetch about this briefly, but I never told any of you. I don't know why. If you think there is an NPC that fits well with your backstory and knows a lot of similar things than you do, I will allow you to make a history check or a do I know you check. It may not even be a history. I might just have you roll a d20. And obviously, the higher you get, the more likely you are to know someone. The further you get from home, the higher the save is going to be. You know, if it's the farmer from your hometown, you guys are in your hometown, you don't have to roll for that. There's a good chance you know him. If you're within 100 miles, let's say, of your hometown, and somebody is really into cobras, there's a chance you probably know them. So that's just something you guys can keep in mind. Obviously, this isn't gonna. You can't walk up to like Langdon and be like, "Hey, don't I know you?" Nat 20. Oh yeah, I totally do. If you nat 20 that, I'm gonna 100% be like, "You are sure you have never met this man in any of your past lives."
Just do this intricate handshake. It's just like, yeah, see, we're bros. Like, we know each other.
I actually saw a post on Reddit a long time ago. I saw it again recently, but it was like someone's "I know a guy" rule that I'll link it to you. Cause it was actually a really interesting thing that I kind of might
If it's the
incorporate into my own
post I'm
stuff.
thinking about, then that is partially where it was inspired. Please still send me that. Until I can find a cooler campsite, if you guys are cool with it, I'm just going to when you camp for the night, this is your campsite. Does anybody have any
Oh, yeah.
objections?
That's fine.
No,
No, we got like ladders and like crates and stuff. Tents. We got some poles.
And
Obviously, you
3S.
guys can all like pick your own tent just for like lul's sake, but you know, obviously, if we're I'll try to find some other camps. There's one thing I did not find this week, because I didn't know that we were going to be playing until Friday. Yeah. If we're plains, obviously, I won't say that like you can climb like up here and, you know, get a bird's eye view of the place. And then finally, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody when you recap. I know I want everybody to go through it once before we have somebody repeat again. And that just helps me since, you know, we have different players from all different levels of playing the game from, you know, this is my first campaign to I'm in 7. So I really appreciate when you guys all contribute and when one of you takes charge and kind of goes over what happens, because it also helps me to make notes about what my players think are important and like, should I look more at this? Because, you know, sometimes the things that I see and I think are insignificant, we'll spend 6 weeks on. That's just how the game happens, and I'm totally cool with that, but that's just helpful to me.
Good to me.
I enjoy it all. I just can't remember it all.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I have a blast.
Great. I'm gonna try and find. I think it's all in my city music.
I'll be right back.
Sure. Why didn't this play? We'll just do this one. All right. So then, without further ado, I will say that you guys finished your long rest. You are waking in the morning. The donkeys are braying. The birds are chirping. It's a beautiful morning. As you all arise and get ready for breakfast, you do notice that Ink is not in his tent. As you go to investigate, there is a large pile of equipment and a note.
Does
Who
anyone
picks
read
up the
Ghostbed?
note?
I was about to say, when you said a large pile, I was going to go.
Oh no! A bear dropping, large pile of bear droppings.
He got snapped.
I'm
The
petty.
ghost bear was lulling him into a false sense of security.
No.
I'll read it.
Alrighty.
If I can read it.
You can read it. It is in common. And I will say that is... Alright, if you look in your handouts, you now have a note.
I have a note.
Oh, good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm fit. I was not attacked by lizards in the night. No offense, Ildaha.
Okay, I
By
turn
the
a note
way,
on fire.
Galen has been up for quite a anyone else that gets up, Galen was up before you, and he's just been like writing by like the campfire.
I throw the
Alright.
note on the campfire.
What's that?
I said I throw the
was
note on
that?
the campfire.
Do we know
What
that?
is it?
Did we know that there was a letter?
I mean, I see him throw something at the campfire. It's like, what was that?
You see him walk out of Ink's tent and
Okay.
there's something in the fire. Sorry, Lorelei. Lorelei is a she.
It's not very nice
I
burning
am he.
stuff. What you doing?
That wasn't his stuff. The ghost bears have taken him off to be with better people.
The ghost bears?
Yeah, I feel I'm missing something.
Yeah.
Out of game, regardless, because I've dealt with this before. Can we just agree, like meta game, not to spend time like looking for our missing party
Yeah.
member? Because
Yes,
I've dealt with
Yeah.
that before. It's annoying.
it's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Badger,
morning, everybody.
Do you tell people about the
Morning.
ghost bear thing?
Well, I don't think. Well, I mean, you know, there's. I believe Think was telling everybody that he was visited by a bear, and it was
Yeah.
a racist bear, and it confused
yeah,
him with someone else. I'm not
He's
sure
gone
why. What?
He's gone now. He's
Oh
gone.
no, where'd he go?
I don't know.
Huh.
Do you leave any stuff?
Yeah, let's go check
Yeah,
that
pile of
out.
stuff in the tent.
Choice
Loot him.
gold.
Yeah. Okay.
Loot
so,
the corpses.
100%. Everything that was so graciously given to him by God has
Now
been
on the floor.
left. So as you enter the kit, and I'll post this all in chat. As you enter the tent, you see there is a brewer's kit, a tiny spade with a cat footprint in it, 3 javelins, a backpack, a ratty bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 9 days rations, 1 water skin, 50 feet of hempen rope, a bear carving, a bag of charcoal, a Bahamut tabard, 12 gold, 8 silver, and 6 copper. Or sorry, 7 copper.
I feel like we
I
should take the
wouldn't-
tablet.
I wouldn't mind a little bit of that gold. I'm still pretty poor.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go for
There's everything that
Where?
all may divide it amongst yourselves.
I mean, there's 6 of us now, so 2 gold each.
Sure.
And then we can
Yeah.
do what we want with the silver and the
Sounds
copper.
fair.
sounds good to me.
Where
8
did you-
silver, 7 copper. Don't know how to divide that because I ain't a mathematician.
Oh, I'm done.
Give it all to Badger. I'm sure he'll find a use for it.
I wouldn't mind
Eh.
taking the rope and the bear carving, and I guess I could take the tabard and give that back to Winter the next time that I see her.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Anyone have an objection to me taking the water skin? Wouldn't mind an extra one.
Go
Not
for
at
it.
all.
All right.
Wet your whistle, my friend. Is there an axe that's been left?
there is not. He did not
There's a
leave his
list in
maul.
the,
Okay.
He did leave the javelins though.
And you said there was some kind of a spade with a cat carving on it?
A cat footprint in it. Yeah, it's all in the Defenders of Ass. I just
Oh.
like the chat, not the Discord. My apologies.
Okay.
The one room right now.
Anybody want this little doodad?
Not really.
No, I'm all right.
What about this? What about this here brewer's kit?
Oh, I feel like that's right up your alley, isn't it?
Not really. I've never used one
Oh.
before.
It can't be much
You
hotter
make
than
stuff, so I
making
just assumed that you could
potions.
make us. Yeah. I
You want me to
I
try
don't
and make it
understand.
alcohol?
I'll
I'm
take
trying to
it
make
if
it
no one else
alcohol.
wants it. But
You
I feel like
can
yeah.
alcohol.
no.
I mean, that's what it's for. It brews.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Lola,
if it's
you
meant
want
for brewing tea?
I'll hang on to it if no one else wants it, but I feel like
it? I mean, anything we don't hang on to, I've got the bag of holding, so we can.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Maybe you just throw it all in there and we can divvy
All right.
up.
So
the
what? All right. So I'm just going to go along the list, and people say if it's been taken, if not, I'll put it in the bag of holding. So brewers kits. Okay, bag of holding. Spade with cat footprint.
I got it. I
3
got 5 on it.
3 javelin.
I look at the javelins and I'm like, Uhar, couldn't you use these?
Can I use them? Is that
They
a
are,
thing?
they are martial thrown weapons, DM.
Hello?
Yeah, you could use them if you would like. You are proficient with them.
I shall take these.
I mean, you can technically use any of them, just you wouldn't have proficiency or any
Yeah.
modifiers added.
Me
That's
take
true.
javelin.
A backpack.
I will.
already have one.
I'll take it.
You have backpack. A ratty bedroll.
Nope.
I'm not even going to put that in the bag of holding.
Just like throw it into the fire.
Throw it on the
We
fire.
can probably take the rations and the torches. We always need more of those.
The torches
Yep,
should probably go to someone who doesn't have dark vision.
Excellent point. And the tinderbox as well to light them.
I already have a bunch of torches. I don't want to carry more torches.
I'll tell you what, I'll put all of it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we've got a
Ask
bag of
when and
holding.
if you need it.
I can always just cast light anyway.
True.
Alright, so mess kit. 10 torches.
Worst comes to worst, we sell them in the next town that we get into. So
That's a good point.
9 days rations. Unless anyone, once again, say if you're taking any of this. Water skin I've already taken. 50 foot of rope.
Got it.
bear carving,
Got it.
bag of charcoal.
Alright, bag of holding.
Bag of charcoal and a bag of holding.
And I have the
pretty
tablet.
meta.
Tabard.
Bag in a
I
bag in a
have
bag.
it.
You have it. And the money, which is only left with 8 silver and 7 copper. I could start a party fund with that in
Sure.
the bag of holding.
It might not be bad to use that money just for the asses.
That's next. Well, I'll put. I can keep all that in the bag of holding and keep a separate party fund that we can all put into.
That's not a bad idea in my eyes.
Alrighty. Alright. I'll sort that out while everyone does things.
Realizing
Alright.
King is gone, I'm gonna go tend to Jack.
He seems sad that he
I
didn't
feel
get taken
responsible.
with,
Oh.
but he's happy to see you.
I'm gonna
I
go
get
once
them.
around and camp and make sure we're not about to be ambushed by more ambush drakes again. I feel
Alrighty,
guilty.
go ahead and roll me a perception check. You do not
very
see any
perceptive.
ambush drakes.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be paying attention to that. I'd just be paying attention to the donkeys.
So, should we eat these rations now then?
These rations.
Yeah. Are they any good?
I mean, if we want to flavour them up a bit, it's dry biscuits and stuff. I've got this. I pulled a whole chicken out of the bag of holding.
I think that could be a better breakfast.
Well, it's mixed in with the rations, so we all get a bit. Who can cook? I can't.
I can try. I can try. I'll give it a shot.
I hand you a whole chicken.
Oh boy.
I am going to try to cook this chicken.
Alrighty,
Roll
I was
to
gonna
cook
say.
chicken.
Roll for initiative.
A battle with the chicken.
Badger, make me a survival check.
Okay.
Contested survival check with the chicken. The chicken is dead. It's suffocated. The bag of holding has no air.
Yeah.
Oh!
Alright,
Oh, we're all gonna get food poisoning.
you burn it in some places, other places you didn't quite pull all the the skin off, so it's a little kind of gristly.
All right. Well, I'll take it and I'll I'll kind of be hiding it a little bit just so people can't see how badly it's burned, and I'll like try to do a little prestidigitation to remove some of the char if I can. Be like, come on, come on.
Yeah, you clean it up a little bit, but that doesn't save the taste.
Right.
A dice I roll. As you guys begin to eat, you're serving it. It looks pretty good. A little hard to find a feather in your food.
I take 6 of the rations from being mixed in, so that people don't have to use their day's rations. So there's something of nutrient in there.
Yeah, so you guys have this weird biscuit chicken
Chicken
mush.
biscuits, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I just pull that feather out of my mouth like very nonchalantly, just like throw it away.
And you lucked out of all the people to get it.
All right. So we tried that. Maybe somebody else next time. My apologies.
Can I identify the raw bits of chicken in mine?
Yeah, you sure can.
I pick out the raw bits and I put them in my sock.
Oh, nice. Alright, bag of holding is up to date, so once again, I'll edit it.
Cool.
Well, we have
Doing
another
it
90
separate
miles.
money now.
Yeah. Should we get this show on the road?
No worries, my end. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty, so you guys start off in the direction of Burdusk. May I have a walking order, please? It is bright and sunny. You have a reasonably full belly. The chicken wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst.
I suppose one of our rangers should probably be in front.
I'm very observant. I could lead you want.
What kind of pace would you want to travel at that dictates how far you're going to get?
Say just a normal pace.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're rushing or moving slowly.
Yeah.
We know
We're already
we know
taking
it's
the faster
dangerous, we're
route
just gonna
anyway.
move normal and take a look.
Yeah, we're already taking the faster route, so we're going faster than normal anyway.
I would like to volunteer to be slap bang in the fucking middle, if possible.
I'll actually be in the back.
I won't lead, but I can be a bit more in front.
I'll lead if no one else wants to.
Yeah, I'll be towards the back, looking behind us.
I mean,
Alrighty.
I can be second just so that I can watch, try and be on the lookout.
Is the front at the top or at the bottom or the right or the left?
Oh, we're doing it here. Okay, so I guess I'll be here. Lorelei, front's at the bottom, top.
Bottom.
Bottom. Front's at the bottom. Oh, okay. So I should be behind
Because
Galen.
Lorelei was saying that he's gonna lead. Or Lorelei.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I guess I'll be back here.
There we go.
Sweet.
Slip in there, and Lorelei at the front.
Gaza
Okay.
sandwiched between the little people.
Alright, I'm just gonna.
Oh, don't worry. I'm a bigger target. If anyone's gonna get shot at,
Wait, so who is
Probably
It's
Gaza?
like a
who's-
lightning rod.
Which horse is Gaza sharing, or is it like?
we don't have horses. I'm just
Or not horses,
medium-
donkey. Are you on one of the donkeys, or are you?
I
or is it
can't.
just-
They're medium
Badger and I?
creatures. I'm a medium creature. Only small
Oh.
creatures can ride the donkeys.
So it's just Badger Knight. Nice.
Would you like to ride my ass?
I'm actually gonna be jumping on Jack here, and I'll be in the back with him.
I think I'm gonna stick to my ass, thank you very much.
Right.
All right. Well, don't neglect your ass.
I toss a carrot forward for that one.
That is a beautiful drawing.
I love it.
Thank you.
Can you tell what it is?
Oh, that. I thought you were talking about my beautiful mountains because I realized as I said mountains, there were no mountains here. Oops.
All right.
Alright, I just need to measure something really quickly.
It's about 15 feet, so I think we can get there in about a few seconds.
All right. Everybody mount up.
And we're there.
Fast travel! Woohoo!
At the next lift, make a add you there.
Yeah, I didn't change this. You'll have to go off of the.
It's fine. The rule.
Yeah,
It's
one
the
hex
DM tells
is-
us how far we're going.
Yeah, one hex
Pull
is
in your
60
leg.
miles, so I'll say you guys can get to about right. Where's
Hi,
the dragon for the
dragon.
party? There he
Hi,
is.
dragon.
Okay. This is about where you folks will end by the evening. Does anybody want to do anything while we are traveling?
I would just be looking behind us, just perceptive, really.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be up at the front trying to keep an eye out.
I'll
I
play
put a
some
key
annoying
in the,
songs on my kazoo.
Key is in the bottom right, by the way. You said the hex equals 60 miles?
Yes.
Okay, I put a key in the bottom.
Giggity.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I don't think there's anything I'll... Hang on, let me see what I have next level. And I'll start working towards it now. For
I'm actually-
RP's sake.
I would actually be like, hey, that brewer's kit. Can you do that while we're
Yeah.
traveling?
It might be messy, but I can certainly have a go. I think I need... Actually, I think I need some materials. Has anyone got any wheat?
I can probably go
barley?
find some weed if you want to stop for like 10-15 minutes. I can have a run around.
Gaza, you are a man that enjoys reading, I assume. Do you happen to have any books on you?
I do. I have this particular book called Spellcasting for Dummies, but I'm kind of reading it at the moment.
Do you have anything else?
I've got a map.
So only one book.
That's all I've got with me at the moment. Trust me, I've worked in libraries the majority of my life. I always return me books.
Do I need to roll to find some brewer ingredients?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a survival check.
Find me some beer.
All right. You don't find wheat as you're traveling along the road. You know, there's not really.
A farm.
Yeah, especially since this is considered a more dangerous part of town. But you do manage to find some like wild potatoes and grasses and stuff, and just based on your
I bring back a collection of plants.
yeah, based on your knowledge, you know that if you ferment these, you can turn them into alcohol.
Alright.
You're making
All
vodka
right.
now, jeez.
Yeah. I'm trying to look up the stats of fucking Brewers checks. I don't know how to use it.
It's just if you're proficient with it, you just add a proficient. You're proficient.
Yes, but I want to know what the stat is, what I can make with it, because it should
it
be
depends what you do
inside
with
of
it.
ours
I think
also.
for most
Yeah.
tools, it's just your roll plus proficiency if you're proficient with it.
DM.
I've always done it with query attribute, depending how you want to do it. If you're
Yes.
investigating
Aha,
what
here we
you
go.
got, that's intelligence or
Um,
wisdom.
Alright, so with a brewer's supply, I can. It's the art of producing beer. Okay. It's very weird. Okay, so I can detect poison or impurities in a drink, identify alcohol, or ignore the effects of alcohol. There is no role for making alcohol, so that's up to the DM.
Yes.
Yeah,
so-
like I said, however, if you tell me what you
Okay,
want to
I
use
am-
to make it, and how and why, and I will tell you if you can argue that that's the stat you use.
Okay, I am not proficient, for starters.
Okay.
I have it comes with like a glass jug, but it doesn't come. Wait, does it come with like anything to actually brew with? All right, brew supply. Components: brew supply, a large glass jug. It comes with a quantity of hops, a siphon, and several feet of tubing.
So I come
Um,
back with a bunch of random plants, and you're sat there already with your hops going.
No, wait, and I'm gonna do the potatoes. I'm gonna try and make this vodka. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna look around and ask if anyone's got a barrel or something like that. Small pot, anything. All right.
You're the one with the bag of holding.
Yeah, that would
I
be
have
weird.
very
I think it'll
small
work.
glass vials, but that's about it.
Oh! I'm gonna open the second water skin,
There you
pour
go.
the water out of
Oh.
it, start cutting down the potatoes into sort of chip shapes, and start shoving them in. I'm basically gonna try it. It's probably gonna take a while, but I'm gonna try it. What do you use to ferment? I don't know in real life.
Oh, what do you use to ferment?
I would like to try and
Yeast
ferment
and
the
stuff.
potatoes into to begin the process of making vodka.
Okay.
Usually, I mean, I know roughly how to make mead, but I don't know the process for vodka.
assume it's
My
the
neighbor makes whiskey, and
You
It's
need
like-
like an activation thing, like yeast for a lot
it's
of it.
usually activation.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
hops and like yeast. and...
hops-
Chuck
Hops
hops
are-
in. Chuck it all in. Literally everything
are-
that Lorelei brought back, and the hops, shove them all in the water skin.
Why don't you just
Okay.
like drop a bit of your acid in there or something? Maybe that'll start it going.
Fuck it, yeah. Tiny bit of acid in there as well.
All right. So as you
I'm-
walk along, you see Gaza making an absolute mess of himself as he's walking, kind of like
I
half
don't know what
cutting,
I'm
half
doing.
splitting potatoes because you can't just like sit and like unless you're stopping to chop.
No,
No.
I don't think we are.
Okay,
I'll
so
I'll sacrifice
I-
my mage hand to hold his water skin as we're going.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So yeah, you see the Faye kind of blue hand just sitting there with a water skin, and Gaza just cramming these chunks in there. You know, it's made for water, and it's very messy. The spout is disgusting. Basically, Lorelai is holding the water skin, and he is just shoving chunks in there. You're stubbing your fingers. There is a weird kind of yeasty, hoppy smell just fermenting around the party.
Oh, no. I mean,
Um,
I shut the lid 'cause it's supposed to ferment sealed, isn't it? So I put the
For
lid
right,
on.
but
weeks, yeah.
you're walking
Oh,
and
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this, and so you're just shoving
Okay,
this stuff
yeah.
in. I'm gonna say that
Oh,
this is
no.
probably at least a 10-15 minute venture.
That's fine.
And but yeah, after some time, you seal up the water skin and go ahead and roll me just.
I will argue
say-
no matter what this is, it should not be intelligence.
No amount of intelligence was used in there. Isn't it going to
let
take like
me-
2 weeks anyway? Are we rolling now to see how poisoned we are in 2 weeks? Is that the deal?
Basically,
Sweet.
We'll find out.
go ahead and roll me.
Maybe you just roll a d20.
Noting it
Maybe.
down,
Hang on, hang on. Better
of
idea.
Vodka? Question mark.
Dakota, why don't you roll the dice? Because we clearly have no idea what we're doing.
That is a genius idea. No.
Alright.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I am gonna ask if I can use my dice and dice board for rolls that. So you get.
We get
I
an
can tell you,
amount.
I can tell you ability modifiers if you need them.
I wouldn't even tell us. I keep it secret.
Yeah.
But I
nope.
assume I need to. I don't want to know the result, but I can say like if it's wisdom or int or whatever it's used, what the modifier would be.
Oh, add his
Um,
dexterity because he was trying so hard. Or rather, subtract
It
his
could be
dexterity, should I say.
It's
Wait, not
quite
wisdom.
alright. I'm gonna look at your character sheet and you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad.
So she says.
Yeah, I don't. I only have two. I only have three not bad stats. So
Yeah, the rest of the party
One
doesn't
of
know what that
those.
is.
that's true.
So yeah,
Sweet.
you pack it all in. It's kind of you can hear that it's kind of chunky when you walk. Where you're like, oh, it's probably fine. My potions are chunky and like they don't kill us. And you will find out.
In 3
All right.
Yeah, and
If you let me know, an estimate of how long it will take, I can put a character resource as basically a clock and count down every day.
okay. Well, I think as Gaza, how long do you want to wait? I can't tell you how long. This is you making it.
This is on you.
Can I just make a check for my knowledge of how long I think it should take to brew alcohol? Because in real life, I have no idea.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Go ahead and I'll say intelligence.
Aye. 19.
Okay, so you know that based on what you've been given and all the stuff you've put together and the rocky path that this is going down, that it should be ready by the time you get to Burdusk.
Which is in how many days?
Which, at the pace you're going, will be about 3 days.
Okay, I'll put a clock for 3. Cool.
If you are
Alright,
wondering,
cool.
in real life, to make beer, it takes about a month from start to drinking. Roughly.
Yeah, but we don't know. What are we making in this?
We're
thing?
in a magical world.
We're in a magical world and we have no idea
Also-
what we're making.
Also, our
And-
activation system is magic acid.
Yes,
So-
exactly. Yeah, that changes everything. But if you were curious for like real life, then I think like
right.
whiskey that my neighbor makes is like 3-ish weeks.
I never thought it'd be more fun once you get to the next checkpoint.
I'll whisper to my ass, be like, "We
Pretty
are
good,
not
right.
drinking anything out of that sack."
Yeah, I put it in the bag of holding, so if it explodes, it's not going to kill anyone.
That's probably a smart choice.
Alright. Yeah, that's it for now. I'll clean
All
myself
right,
up
I'll
a bit.
say at this point it's about midday. Does anybody want to do anything before I ask for perception checks?
I want to go over to Badger real quick. And I kind of get in close and you said wet whistle earlier. What does this mean?
Badger will think about trying to explain what it means and decide that he's just going to take out his water skin, drip some on the kazoo, and go, and like the water will kind of like shoot through the kazoo. Like, see, it's a wet whistle. You want to try it?
I'll like reach out for the kazoo. I don't think I really have lips. I don't know how this is gonna work.
And I'll be like, ta-da! And I'll like try to like shoot some water, like spray some water.
I guess I'll just like put it by my mouth and like exhale. I don't know what kind of sound that's.
It won't. It's just a pipe.
It's just an empty hollow.
So yeah, you watch Ulahar as he picks up this kazoo, and seeing that he doesn't have the same fluid motion through his scaly lizard lips, he kind of just like into the kazoo. And, it makes a low whine, and water does come out, but not the typical buzzing noise that you are used to.
Badger was like, "Oh, very good, very good. You know, I need some practice in that myself. But for your performance," and Badger will flip a copper to Ulahar, like in the air. I don't know if Ulahar catches it or not.
I probably wouldn't even try, to be honest.
Just off his
Why
head.
did you do that?
Oh, it was payment for your services of your musical performance. If you're good at something, never do it for free.
I can't accept this. I can't say I am good, but you, sir, you seem to be talented at this wet whistle. So keep it for yourself, and I'll pat him on the shoulder. And...
All right, I'll get you next time. Keep practicing.
Guys, I wish
All
to see
right.
his ability to disappear from this conversation.
I will say Lorelai and Phineas go ahead and make me perception checks with advantage, unless somebody else wants a.
I'll take the advantage. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, cool. Come on.
Beautiful. All right, let me.
Just because you asked what we're doing, and I've looked at what I have next level, Gaza will be like picking up random stones off the ground and like carving arcane runes into them, seeing he's done it wrong and tossing it away, keeping glances back at the book he's holding as he's walking.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, you're kidding me. Wow. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
About to get fucking wrecked.
Probably.
You walk down the path, and you notice that as you start to veer from the path into the wilderness, the trees are very dense and very the sun isn't coming through as much, but you guys are playing with your stuff. You're feeling pretty confident about yourselves, you know, making jokes about what's probably gonna kill you in that sack, and you hear a alluring and we will roll for initiative.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ! Out of nowhere. Yeah, we need to be able to.
Are we being attacked by a choir?
Ariel, give me your voice.
It's a rap battle between them and Ulahar.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh no! Don't have that happen.
Oh, nice roll.
Oh, let me
once
put-
again, can't see shit.
That's because you're not on the map. I
all
drag
right,
you
that
on.
makes sense.
Yeah, I have a nice black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I had to pull up the thing and I didn't clear the turn order from last time because I don't learn my lesson.
That's fine.
Yeah, well, I do that all the time.
I am digging
Jesus,
this.
two nat 20 initiatives.
Well, I'm clearly
It's
got
all
my
that
head
wet
in the
whistling
sand.
we did.
Jeez.
Clearly.
That's right. It's the battle song.
Alrighty, I have so many pages because there are so many things I thought you guys were gonna do, and of course you memed me.
D&D.
I was playing I was just had a random playlist radio on Spotify on yesterday's stream, and I forgot I wanted to find it and send it to you. Megalovania kazoo version came up on my playlist radio on Spotify. And I was
Nice.
like, okay.
I can't say no to that.
Hey, I exist.
Oh, so do I.
Okay, it took a second for a like, and I was like, did I only grab the asses?
Always at least grab the asses.
Yeah, always
I
need a
only
little bit
grabbed
of grab ass.
I'll put those in later.
I put
Are we
mine in.
missing one?
Put mine in.
We are missing one. I didn't grab it.
I'm missing Phineas.
Yeah.
I've just seen what icon you're using for the enemies.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is that from you?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you guys harpies and not make them harpy ladies. Hello?
That's true.
That's super convenient. I rolled a 3 again.
Ah,
and I
shit.
take rolls.
No one played trap cards. They might have Harpy Feathers dust. Harpy's Feather
Oh my
dust.
god! Oh my god! Tetcher.
All right, man. This is the worst. Who
found
designed this? All right, and then oh,
Found
okay.
it.
There's Phineas. Yeah.
So it was me and Ulhar up the front, Galen in the middle, small person, Gaz a small person, right?
Yeah, I put you guys in backwards because you guys had gone up. So, arrange yourselves how you would like to be. Yeah, as you, I see the.
Oh, I'm having. some
You have
visibility.
wandered into a harpy's den.
You might
Oh
forget
shit.
you want to move Phineas. He's kind of stuck in the wall.
Oh,
I've got like half of my screen is black.
Also,
Oh, wait.
since
Yeah,
I
yeah.
rolled initiative before I
Yeah,
actually
now
selected
it's
my
better.
token,
Yeah, if you click yourself in the if you roll again while selecting a token and then click your number in the turn order, you can adjust it.
Oh.
Okay, gotcha.
this
And
isn't
just go with the first roll you
map.
made.
Yeah, take your natural 20s.
This is what this was intended.
Or be like
for,
me and just
so
roll
I'm
the same
gonna
Oh shit.
Or I'd be more like there.
Fix the lighting really quickly because for some reason when I
Aye.
do it by myself, I'm like, this is beautiful and perfect. It'll be so much fun. And then when I
When we're here, we break it.
Yeah.
You need a badger in the turn order.
yes,
Badger needs to add himself to the turn order.
How do I do that again?
If you click on your
Select your
token,
token, then roll initiative, and then you just change it to what you rolled the first time.
yeah, you're
okay.
20.
How's that? Can everybody see?
Oh.
Yay!
Okay, cool.
Oh my god,
So-
tree!
This is gonna be a cliff fight, but I can't find cliffs. And
It's very cliffy.
No, that's. I was reading that whole like edge that the right hand harpy is like she's standing on the edge of a cliff. I just don't know what the like drop
Yeah,
is.
it's just like 100,000 feet instead of 5. You look down and
Yeah.
it's just clouds and wind.
It's an isometric perspective, okay?
you guys are walking on in like a plane right now, so it's a little hilly. It was a 50-foot drop, but now it's just a little hilly. All right,
I mean, you
let
can
me.
just write like a number underneath and just tell us that's how deep it is.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was getting
right.
at. I was like, it's your world.
No, for sure. Like at one point, like I said, this was a 50-foot drop, but now we're no longer in a mountain, so
Okay.
it's a
Alright.
hilly area. And you can go ahead and put your first initiative in Badger. Let me.
Oh, I got nothing to do, so.
All right. Come here, Harpy.
I'm gonna really quickly make another cup of tea. It'll take me a second.
Sure.
Go fast.
And one of these days I'll figure this out. All right, Badger, you are up first. You guys are not caught off guard because I actually rolled 23, 14, 23, 24
Oh.
Ooh.
Hmm.
for their checks, which was kind of hilarious. That's why I was laughing at myself. Badger, you are up first. There are 3 pink-haired, boobalicious ladies in front of you. They are singing. They are flying in the air, jumping from branch to branch. I don't have the light on anymore, unfortunately. But it's a little, very, very grovey. You can hear them rustling around in the trees.
All right. And does my character, has Badger ever seen anything like this before?
No, you have not.
All right.
Just quick question before my turn. Do they have
Yes,
wings?
they do have wings.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So I don't necessarily know that these are a threat. They're just kind of flying around.
Oh, they're very aggressive. You can tell.
Oh, okay. So this
They're
is
kind of laughing and cawing and gnashing at you. You know that they're threatening. You don't want to get near these.
all right. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I don't think we really want to fight 4 of these things at once. So, trick or treat, smell my feet, go to sleep, and I'll try to cast sleep.
Oh shit!
On these,
Ooh.
on these 2, kind of like focus the radius, like so it can hit these guys up here in the top, furthest
So
away.
the way sleep actually works is you roll a number of dice based on the creature's hit points, and you subtract them. So if you rolled, let's say, 20 dice and a creature had 10 hit points, you would put that creature to sleep, and then you would move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And
So pick the first one you're going for, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would pick this one here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your dice for me. It should say in your spell.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
5d
click on sleep.
5d8. So I'm
Roll
gonna
dice.
click it.
Roll dice.
What was that?
I think it should be 5d8. Oh.
I said you should just be able to click, yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. 26.
Oh,
Okay.
you rolled pretty well on this one.
Operino.
Yeah. All right. Which one were you focusing first?
I was focusing this one first.
Okay. She falls asleep, and we'll go ahead and give her a little icon.
Falls to the ground.
I will. Yeah, she definitely does that. And
Ah,
is
shit.
fair.
That's bad news. How far does she fall?
I forgot she was
Um.
flying in the air. It's probably gonna wake her up when she lands if she takes damage.
If you take damage while sleeping, you wake up.
Yeah.
How high was she, DM?
I'm so
It's
glad I
about
came back just for
6
that.
feet, I would say.
Hooray!
Maybe it won't be enough to take damage. Who knows?
I think it's 1d10 for every, or 1d6 for every 10 feet of
That is
Yeah.
correct.
falling. Okay. So
Because I nearly
you
gave someone
just-
26 last week.
Yeah. On a technicality that didn't even matter, didn't even help anyone, just for the lulz, pushed everyone's favorite rogue sorcerer out the boat, but I'm not mad.
Oh no!
How many slots should we have? Spell slots?
It depends on your class.
If you
I
check in
can-
the front of the bard section, it should show.
Okay.
I can find that out for you. I got you.
Yeah, that's a big table.
Okay, so the harpy gets asleep. However, you do not have. You can't put anyone else to sleep. I'm going to say.
Okay. And okay, so I guess that's it for my turn. And be like, all right.
Hey,
You should know 3 cantrips, 7 spells with 4 level 1 and 3 level
Wait.
2 spell slots.
Wait, are we
Must
level
have
4?
Bardic Inspiration. No.
Level
No,
3.
level
Okay,
3.
so it's 2 cantrips, 6
Two
spells,
cantrips,
4
spells.
4
Yeah.
first and 2 seconds. So that's why I got really confused. I was like, wait, did I fuck up?
No, I'm just trying to pretend that we're level 4 when we're not.
You beat me to it though, yeah.
Should
All
I-
right. Anything else you would like to do? A bonus action or anything?
I am going to, yes, as a bonus action, I am going to use my bardic inspiration to I'm going to use it to, well, actually I guess I will. I'll give it to, I'm going to give it to Phineas.
Oh.
Okay.
And so
Phineas, you now have
feel
a
inspired.
D6. Is that what it is, or is it a D4 still?
At this level, D6. D6 is the minimum.
D6.
yeah.
Card.
D6. Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
May-
Phineas, you can add that to your. Wait, what's I'm sorry?
Out of curiosity, how do you inspire?
I'll be like, all right, Phineas, so I know that you've been practicing with your bow, and that one's asleep. Just, if you feel like you want to have a really skilled shot, maybe hit one of the ones flying around, but, if you're feeling like you want to target practice and something that's not moving, there's that one, too.
Thanks.
Inspired.
I feel inspired. I can do it.
I can do.
Yeah, as you okay, Ulahar, please go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I have these fancy new javelins now that
You do?
I kind of want to try out. So I'm very I am going to I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
And then I would like to throw... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I would like to throw my javelin at this one that's still awake in the backside.
Sure.
So let's see if I set this up correctly.
Looks good.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Ba-ba-ba.
6 piercing. All right. You guys are not taking any of it. Ulahar, you are not affected by the song or the beauty of the woman as you kind of just walk up and peg her right in the abdomen with the javelin. She shrieks.
Singing is impractical in combat.
All right. I do need to check something really quick. Why does my music keep going away? I put it on.
Probably because it's not on repeat.
I thought I did, but obviously I am full of crap.
Probably did.
Okay, cool. This harpy over here is going to go. And I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw. Galen, I do believe you have yours with advantage.
Is this magical sleep?
It is magical charm.
I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, yes. And magic
Yes.
cannot put me to sleep.
Nice.
I need to... I feel like every single time I have to reset it to query advantage.
This is a magic, right?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Just making sure.
Oh, I need to make one too, right?
Yes, everybody in the
Wisdom
area.
save.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I saved real hard.
Yeah, me too.
Perfect. Okay. Gaza, Ulahar, Phineas, Lorelei, you are all immune to the alluring song of the harpy. You can no longer
Yeah,
be.
this is... So wrong.
Oh, you can no longer be charmed by her song in particular. However, unfortunately for Badger and Galen, you hear the beautiful voice of this woman, and as she comes down from the trees, you see her face, and it's beautiful. The hair appears soft and pink around her face. She seems nice and charming, and you really want to spend time with her.
Her song reminds me of a certain someone from back home.
Yeah, exactly. A love. So.
Damn, this is my jam!
All right. So on your turn, you must move towards the harpy. I'll go ahead and give her a little dot so you know which one it is.
Two kinds of people in this party.
Don't avoid opportunity attack. At the end of your turn, you may retry your wisdom saving throw, and the rest of this doesn't matter. Yeah, you are now charmed. You do not want any ill will to fall to this lady.
So what exactly are the stipulations? I just move towards?
You have to walk towards her harmlessly. And at the end of your turn, you may retry your saving throw.
Okay, and there's no other, like, anything regarding my allies or whatnot that I have to be aware of?
I mean, if they want to... Is it if you take any damage, or just if you take damage?
We wouldn't know either way.
That's fair. Yeah, no, you don't
Well,
know.
I'm just wondering what the like, out of game, what I can or cannot have my character do.
You can't harm her at all.
The charm.
You walk
the charm
towards her
doesn't
harmlessly.
mean- Yeah, charm
Let-
plays differently depending on the spell. In this one, it does seem to be just like, oh, this is so cool. Walk towards. Whereas
I mean, I
a
can
charm
read it for
person-
you. It says the harpy sings a magical melody. Every humanoid and giant within 300 feet of the harpy can hear the song. Must succeed a DC saving throw or be charmed. The harpy must take a bonus action to continue singing and can stop at any time. Ends when it's incapacitated. While charmed, the harpy's target is incapacitated. Ignores the songs of other harpies. If it's charmed more than 5 feet away from the harpy, the target must move towards the harpy in the most direct route, trying to get within 5 feet. Doesn't avoid opportunity attacks. Before moving into damaging terrain, such as lava or a pit, you may remake the save. However, there is none of that. So yeah, you just walk towards her.
Okay.
You want to kiss her.
Gotcha.
Smoochy, smoochy.
Kiss the girl.
Yeah, we'll put this heart on her.
Oh
Or
la
no,
la.
it's not, so now you know.
Sha-la-la-la-la, don't be shy.
Alright, this lady over here is very angry that she just received a pole in the chest. So she is going to fly over to you, Ulahar. And strike once with her club. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Alrighty, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and
Okay.
then she's gonna strike with her claw.
Oh shit.
That does miss. As she hits you in the club, she kind of bonks you over the head, and you're very taken aback, and you step back, and
Does
As
it make
she
it
goes
sound
to
like
the
a
claw.
coconut?
oh, 100%. You ever bounce somebody over the head with like an empty like wrapping paper tube?
Oh yeah.
And then as she goes in for the claw, you manage to kind of duck out of the way. You push her away, and she misses you with anything that could hurt. This one is still asleep. Is there a save that I make for that, or are you just asleep until
No,
somebody
they
wakes
stay
you
asleep
up?
until they take damage,
Okay, fair enough.
Sleep's really good
Thank you.
if it gets
or
to
until
that
a
point.
long rest is had.
Or
Uh,
someone shakes them awake. They can be woken up by somebody else. And
Oh
they
yes,
don't-
yes.
yeah.
Just shake them awake. Sorry, not about that one.
Well, harpies don't care about each other, so this one is gonna go over here and also attack you, Ulahar, as you are the
Jesus Christ.
closest available target. She is going to again multi-attack you once with the club. At natural one, she drops her club onto the ground. She's very disappointed. She misjudges it and, not recognizing her own strength, kind of just throws it across the field. So there's now a club over by away from her, but she's gonna try and hit you with her claw.
Okay.
And that is a natural 20. Wow, that's a crazy.
Changing my turn.
All right. And you take 12 points of damage.
Oh,
12. Okay.
As they
Jesus Christ.
the shock from the other club, you're prepared for it. You're like, I know this, and then she kind of grabs you in the throat, pressing her claws around her jugular, and pulling back. You now have a nasty gash on the bottom of your chin and throat. Those are the harpies go. Gaza, you're up.
How messed up does Ulahar look without knowing the exact hit point numbers?
Ooh, surprisingly in not the worst shape.
Oh.
Kind of messed up. Bleeding profusely from the jaw, but otherwise healthy.
Then I will yell out, Ulaha, do you need assistance?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then I will reach into me alchemist satchel, and I will pull out a healing draft, and I will run over to Ulaha and hand her the healing draft, which she can take as a free action. You have to drink it as an action. In order to make that easier, I will say you'll get a free. You can drink that. Do not hit them. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Ulaha as a bonus action.
Oh.
Okay.
Sanctuary basically means that anything that, as long as Ulaha doesn't make an attack, anything that tries to attack him has to make a Wisdom saving throw against my DC. If it fails, it has to choose a new target or lose the attack.
Oh,
And it
bastard
can't choose
spell.
a new target. And then I will move the remaining my remaining 5 feet back.
Okay. You watch Gaza as he runs over, hands the draft.
What does Sanctuary look like?
My sanctuary.
That's what I was about to ask.
I choose to believe that Sanctuary makes them look a little bit like one of their own. So it's just Ulaha still as a lizard, but with a big, pink, spiky Super Saiyan hair and big.
Awesome.
All right, Galen, you are up. You have to
All right.
move towards the harpy.
Yep, I'm gonna roleplay this a little bit though. Badger, you'd probably be the only one that would really notice this. Galen kind of,
Okay.
pulls out his like bow and goes to like knock an arrow before like his eyes just kind of go a bit cloudy, and he just drops the bow onto the ground, and you hear him like say something under his breath, but then he just kind of starts walking towards the harpy.
Yeah, I'm charmed too, so I probably didn't see anything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Beautiful.
You didn't see anything.
Well, Lorelei would have probably just seen me walking away then, or
Probably,
Phineas would have seen it.
Are you
I mean, everybody
walking,
sees this.
Are you walking like aggressively holding a sword, or are you just like?
No, I'm
sauntering
just
away,
like
Eh.
walking really slowly as if I'm going to like see an old friend.
You guys, you see Galen drop his bow and make his way over to the harpy harmlessly. That's very unlike him.
Is this
Alright.
harpy in the air?
Yes.
Lorelei, I suppose, would have also heard me say something, though. I don't think you would have heard it.
My passive perception is absurd, so you tell me. 16.
No, probably not.
Okay.
Just for the sake of that, you're in front of him and you're kind of facing the other harpies.
I'm not paying attention to you.
Yeah.
All right. You may repeat your wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Yeah.
Let me get you like, damn. My bow's on the floor.
Pants on the ground.
Oh my god,
All
Kat,
right,
I love
you
that.
succeed. So you walk up to the harpy. She caresses your face, and then as you feel the sharp talons on your face, you're like, wait a minute, this isn't her.
Pretty much. He just kind of walks up and like raises a hand to like stroke her face, and then, you know, the cloudiness goes away from his eyes, and he's just kind of like, wait, what?
You were at son.
I am going to attack the one that has been singing the song,
Sure.
and
That is this lady over here.
I'm gonna try and do the same thing Ulhar did and just be like, "Oh, yeah, there's no place for singing in battle, totally," and try and hit him with a 12.
You got your inspiration die, right?
Do I add that to my roll? I thought that was
Yeah.
just my damage. Oh, okay.
No, it's
Oh,
20
okay.
roll.
You can roll like
Uh,
whenever you want in the next 10 minutes, but that's before I tell you if it hits or not.
Yeah,
So-
yes, I know.
So that's
Yeah.
19.
Um,
There you
yes, and
Okay,
also
yeah.
to specify, an inspiration dice can only be added to an attack or ability check. There are certain other bard subclasses that allow you to add it as damage, which is a Valor Bard, or which is
Okay.
combat inspiration, or to saving. I think you can add save those. I don't know, but yeah, you get an idea. Check your own stuff.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Sick.
So yeah, 6. No, that'd be a really tough harpy.
Oh, I'm aiming for her
Alright.
mouth, by the way.
Okay. Let me double check something really quickly. She does keep singing. As you go and you aim for her, she sees you and kind of predicts what you're doing and moves, and it ends up hitting her in the shoulder instead. It still hurts, and you can see it sticking out of her thin, bony chest, but she's still singing.
As a free action, I'm gonna be like, Galen, you should probably run away. That's not the best place for you to be, bud.
All right. We'll find out what Galen's
Galen's still a little bit too stunned to reply. Also, I think a harpy has her claws around my throat or something.
around
Yeah,
your
she's
face.
stroking your face.
I mean, I think face, yeah.
All right, Lorelai, you are up. Unless Phineas, you wanted anything else to do.
That was all I wanted to do.
Alrighty.
Okay. This one was flying and stroking his face, so she's pretty low to the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's hovering.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back here, pick up the bow, and gonna head over to here,
Okay.
and then bow's just in one of my hands. I draw the spear in the other, and I will cast Wrathful Smite.
Ooh.
So you see,
Just
like a
for lul's sake, how are you
yeah.
holding both of these weapons with one hand?
my mage hand is with the
Okay.
spear.
Sure. So you cast
My
Wrathful Smite,
real
please
hand is-
continue.
And yeah, Wrathful Smite. So you see like a little spectral red cobra snake its way up the spear and just sort of absorb itself into the spearhead, and then I will attempt to stab the harpy with it.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll to hit.
There's my Wrathful Smite. Yeah, let's hit the spear first. How about that? Yeah. So should have used Hexblade's Curse instead. Oh well. Hopefully it hits. It hits.
That hits, yeah.
Sweet.
That creepy
so-
obsidian spear.
Yeah.
I like the name.
Yeah. That's 7 damage, not +2, and then I roll an extra
Right.
d6 with the psychic. There's the Wrathful Smite. Nice, 3.
Yep.
And is the target a creature?
She's a monstrosity. I don't know if that is a creature.
Yes, creature is basically.
Is it alive?
Okay,
Is it not
yeah.
a plant?
Nope, yep, it is not. It is not.
Okay,
plant.
so it
you
needs
are
to make
right.
a wisdom saving throw or be frightened from me. My spell save is 14.
Okay, she does not succeed as you you walk up and stab her, and she's so transfixed on Galen, she doesn't see you coming as you slide your spear up in between her ribs, and she shrieks out.
And there's the, I guess only from her point of view, because she's frightened, but you can see from the wound there's a bunch of like fake little snakes crawl out from it and just slide around all over her.
Ooh.
That is gnarly. That's exactly what I was gonna. Yeah, that's spooky as fuck.
Okay, so she is frightened of me.
Yep, I will go ahead and make another thing. Badger,
my
it is
turn.
your turn.
All right, so Badger is going to dance his way over to this harpy while it's kind of twirling around and doing like kind of like he's dancing to the music. And he's going to be he's going to use prestidigitation to make little music notes appear all around him as he's dancing, because this is really, he's super into this song.
That's adorable.
Oh wait, am I still charmed? I'm still charmed, right?
You are still charmed.
Okay, okay. So otherwise, that's not what I would be doing.
Yeah.
And I'll just look to I'll look at Galen and Lorelai. I'll be like, "Hey guys, isn't this great? This is great!"
All right.
Oh, and then
you
I
may
get a saving
Yeah.
throw.
you may try your wisdom saving throw again.
All right, let's try this again.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
My room went down the wrong
Ooh.
way.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
You are
You probably
no
saw the
longer
snakes.
charmed.
All right.
Surprise.
Um.
Gotta
All
admire
right.
these people from a distance, you know? As soon as you get up close, you're like, ugh.
You end your turn when you make your save, so you can't do anything.
Can I do bonus
else on your
action?
turn. No.
Okay.
When the end of your turn is your save.
All right, then I'll just be like, "Oh my god, what have
Then,
I been
you know, you're like-
doing?"
Damn, this is my fucking oh god, who are
When he opens his eyes, all he'll see is the titties in his face, and then he'll look up and be like, "Oh no."
Not again.
Did I drink that potato vodka?
That stuff acts quickly.
All right, that's my turn then.
Alrighty, Ulahar, you're up.
So, Gaza, you don't want me to attack? That's the deal?
That's what I said. I'm out of metagame. I can't tell you more.
And it's an action to
Ulahar
drink.
looks like really
it's an
grumpy
action to
about
drink
it.
it.
Yeah. Alright. So yeah, Ulahar looks really grumpy about not attacking, but he'll drink the potion that Gaza gave
Okay.
him.
You take 11 points of healing.
Woo!
Nice.
That's nice.
And maybe give yourself a purple circle so we remember.
Yes, please do.
Oh yes, and then
Purple that circle.
Where is the purple circle? Here it is. And then I guess I'll just stand there.
You don't have to
waiting
listen
for
to
my
me. You don't have to listen to me. Do what you do.
Wait, you got move and a bonus, right?
Yeah.
I got move and a bonus. I have some other stuff too, but if I move, that's 2 attacks of opportunity.
Which
have.
would be sanctuaried. They would have to make a save before they even try to attack you.
Oh.
They could still hit you. It's not
Yeah.
you're immune. It's less likely to hit you.
I kind of just want to stay. Like Ulhar's just gonna stay put and like wait patiently until he can attack. He's not gonna retreat. He's just gonna stand there and stare.
Takes
at
it
the
fully
thing.
literal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, the harpies go. This lady is scared out of her mind, but
Oh, that's a great scared icon, by the way.
thank you.
I love
Or is it a rave?
it.
Which are scary.
I mean,
Raves are
it's
scary.
for different folks. So she is going to move away from you. So I'll say Galen and Lorelei, you both can have an attack of opportunity if you would like.
But like,
All right, go ahead.
I can. I still have
I'm
my
holding
short
your
sword, so I have my short sword.
well, I rolled like garbage, so
punch it.
I think I got advantage from some reason, but I don't think she's flanked in any way.
So just a straight attack roll.
Yep.
Oof. Oof.
Please don't stab me.
All right.
No,
so
he-
this
he
was
like-
done to me the other day, and I thought it was a really fun idea. So I'm gonna ask you now: would you like to take a devil's bargain?
Oh.
No, that doesn't sound fun.
You may re-roll, but if you don't make the hit, something negative happens that the party comes up with.
No, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll just like so
It's
so thrown off by this instance. When I go to draw my sword, I just kind of fumble and it falls out of my hand instead of attacking.
Jeez, I haven't got enough hands to pick up all your weapons. I have barely
Devil's
two
Bargain
hands.
is Devil's Bargain is a mechanic from Blaze in the Dark that my
Yeah.
home group has started using.
I thought it was phenomenal, except for when I got hit in the face. But anyway,
Is the harpy moving away? Is that what's happening?
No, I think I will just take the natural one and whatever you think is appropriate to whatever
Yeah.
comes with that.
yeah, no, the harpy is flying away. She is terrified of Lorelei. It's kind of like a scared chicken. She squawks like "Ah, ah," and she's bleeding. There are the snakes all over her. She's dusting the blood off her. You can see it get all over her claws as she rakes into her own flesh. And as you guys see her startle, you both go to jump and make the hit her again when she's not looking, and kind of aim for the same spot and bounce your weapons off of each other. Lorelei is steadfast with the one good hand she can use, and Galen, your weapon is on the floor in front of you.
Do I get an opportunity attack as well, or am I too far away?
That's 5 feet. I'll say sure.
Okay.
Based on the weight, and yeah, no, that's 5 feet. Go for it.
Nope, well,
That does not hit. No, so it's actually just a clamor of all three of you go, and it just makes a loud metal noise and bangs. And she squawks away. She's going to fly.
Walk might be my best synonym. Not synonym. What's the word for a word that's a sound?
Alliteration.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
Oh yeah, that's
Squawking away is my best. It's my new favorite onomatopoeia.
I'll shout to Gaza. I'll be like, Gaza, put it in a plastic bag. That's how you killed chickens last time.
It's not plastic. It's like 50% cotton, 50% polyester.
Put it in your designer bag then. Suffocate it.
Does plastic exist?
Probably not.
there's beyond the fourth wall. It does.
I said magic bag, not plastic.
All
Sorry,
right. What is your spell
all the
DC?
clanging of everyone missing. Me?
No, Lorelei.
Savage. What's up?
Well, what is your what is your spell DC to beat for the fear?
14.
14. Okay, so she does beat that. She flaps away, and then as she gets away from you guys, she's like,
Wait a minute.
I'm not that scary. I'm a small lady.
Where?
That's weenus.
Of course
All
it
right.
is.
These ladies, however, are not scared, so they are going to come after you again, Ulahar. They do have to beat the wisdom save. What is your DC, Gaza?
My DC is 14.
All right. So this one does. She sees right through your illusion.
They have to do it per attack.
Right. So she's going to hit you with her
She's so
club,
busted.
but misses, swinging for your hair, not fully seeing through the disguise. She kind of just... And it's not really your hair. And that one is... fail on the wisdom save. So in her frustration, she's going to reach out and try and hit her friend because she is pissed off.
Oh. Yeah, she
And
has the
that
choice, but...
Yeah, that will hit for their harpies. They don't care. Ooh.
Yeah. Get fucked, Harpy.
An amount of damage. This lady over here is going to do the same thing, but she doesn't have her club, so she's only going to make a claw attack. That hits just on the nose. You take 3 points
Did it
of
wisdom
piercing
save?
damage. Yes, she did. I just said right on the nose.
Okay, so what about the attack roll?
That's what I know what I'm doing. You take 3 points of slashing damage. Or was it piercing, did I say? Harpy.
I don't think it matters either way.
Slashing damage, yep.
Yeah.
This one is still asleep, so that ends the harpies go, and Gaza, you are up.
Alright, Ulahar still look at it.
He's surprisingly better. He chugs your nasty muck and does the job. He's looking spick and span.
Alright, just to be sure, but like, does it still look hurt at all, or does anyone else around me look more hurt?
Nobody is more hurt than Ulahar, but
Then
he's
I
not
will
as severe as he was.
That's fine. I will step up, and I will touch Ulahar on the back, and
Ah!
lean forward. Get distracted. I will lean forward and go. This music's alright, but it's not as good as AC/DC Evetum. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Another 9 points of healing.
Boom. I'm spick and span now.
All right, yeah, and with your healing touch, much to Ulhar's discomfort as you place your hand firmly on the in between his shoulders, he looks good as new.
Yeah, and I don't have any more bonus actions. So what I'm going to do is step back so I don't accidentally get hit by sanctuary attacks. Just in case. That's
Yeah.
your turn.
All right, Galen, you are up. You guys are all there with your swords in your hand, except for you. Yours are on the floor and in Lorelai's hand.
Well, Galen is going to quickly.
Which weapon do you want to pick up?
Galen's going to quickly take his bow from Lorelai, and as he kind of pulls the arrow and knocks it, he starts whispering some magic words and is going to make an attack against this harpy while also using his bonus action to cast Ensnaring Strike. But I do need to hit it first, so...
I do believe that getting your weapon back is a bonus action. Is it? I'm not 100, or is that...
Picking stuff up and interacting with the environment is usually considered to be part of your movement as long as you're only picking up one thing. Opening something like a door is movement, but opening something like a chest, more intricate, is an action.
Okay, then never mind. Go right ahead. Yeah, Ensnaring Strike.
Alright.
Welcome up!
Yeah, that'll hit. And could
Okay.
you please put Ensnaring Strike in the chat, please?
Yes. If I can find it in here. Ensnaring Strike. It's not actually popping up. Let me see. I'm gonna have to copy this from D&D Beyond because apparently Roll20 does not have that spell in its little thingy. Basically, they need to make a strength saving throw against my DC, which is 11.
Okay.
Just the one that I hit.
Right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Grazie.
Alright. Large creature. Okay, she does save that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, well, in that case, I am going to use my movement
Does
to...
take the 5 points of piercing damage.
Yeah. Going to use my movement to move behind this rock.
Okay.
And that's going to be it.
Alrighty, Phineas, you're up.
I think I'm gonna step up and go right next to. Oop, that's the move. There we go. Step up next to Gaza and just take shot at one of the harpies that is being fought by Ulahar.
Alright,
It's
which
gonna
one are
be
you
that
gonna
one 'cause
shoot?
it's a clear
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Sure.
clear shot. Oh, let me line it that one out. And with a longbow. Oh yeah, and then it'd be plus the D6. Need that.
Oh, you only get one use of your inspiration.
Oh, never mind. So it's 17.
is probably
A 17
good,
does hit, though.
All right.
go ahead and roll the damage.
That follows up with 4 points of damage.
Very nice.
Pew pew.
Inspired
We all attack
only
the
for a
same
second.
So who have we
That's-
damaged so far? Definitely this one.
Yeah, this one has been damaged. This one has been damaged. Right here. And then this one got hit in the face by her sister.
Well, that's
And
it.
there's one asleep in the back.
Yeah, this is the only one that has not been damaged. Alright, does that end your turn, Phineas?
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay, Lorelai, you're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna swing my spear into a overhead throwing position, and then feign a throw as I Eldritch Blast at the one who ran away in terror.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll to hit. Remember, she is not feared anymore. Let me get rid of that thing.
No, but she might just be dead.
Right, I just don't want you to get the, wanted to let you know you don't have the advantage.
I'll use a bonus action to Hexblade's Cursor first.
Okay.
And I'll drop my Smite concentration on the spear.
My concentration only works until the next attack anyway, so I'm pretty sure it's gone.
Oh, well, there you go. Even better. 22.
All right. Yep, that'll hit.
For... Oh, God, that's terrible. 4 damage.
All right, yeah, you shoot out and blast her in her already wounded side. She is not having a good time. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
All right, Badger, you're up.
I
Okay.
think we can maintain concentration on the Smite to keep the fear up.
Yes, so fair point. But yes, it is the attack. The damage and the fear itself is on the next attack. It's just the spell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So on my it's my turn. Then I'm going to move here.
Oh man, right into the fray. Alrighty.
And okay, so Badger's gonna say, "Only I have the greatest music hits. I have the best bars around." And then I'll try to hit her with my crowbar as an improvised weapon.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how to do that though.
I think an improvised weapon is a D4. And you are not proficient with those, so go ahead.
Is a D4 unless it is equivalent or comparable as judged by the DM to another weapon.
It's a 5-pound crowbar. That's all I know.
Sounds like a club to me.
That's what I was just about to say. All right, let me.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. This is so helpful.
I mean, this is not something that comes up often.
Yeah. No, not at all. That's why I'm looking up. Okay, so club is a D4.
Yes.
You are not proficient with it, so what you're gonna do is, and since it is not a finesse weapon,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna roll your strength.
Okay.
D20 plus your strength, and then we'll see if that hits.
Okay. So I'll just roll my strength. Ooh, wow.
That'll hit. That is.
With a minus.
With a -2, yeah.
Not bad.
All
All right, go ahead and roll me 1d4.
And then I think you do add the strength as damage.
So roll a 3 or a 4. No!
I'm not gonna say that you lose the damage. You don't like hit her so hard that it bounces back on you. She takes 2 points of damage.
Just hand her the crowbar.
Yeah, I think I don't actually know how negative stats work with damage rolls. I need to look that up.
All right, she takes the 2 points of damage, and she is just as surprised as I am as you run up to her and hit her with your crowbar. This beautiful, brand new stolen rapier glistening at your side.
But that's none of my business.
But that is none of my business. So, all right, is that end your turn?
So I'll look back at the crowbar and be like, well, okay, that didn't work as well as I thought it would. And then, let's see. I'll, as a...
future.
Yeah?
It's obviously up to the DM if she wants to run without that in her game. The apparently official rule is yes, you are supposed to add it, but the minimum damage you can deal if you hit is 1.
With an improvised weapon?
So we got
With any weapon that something you hit is not immune to. But if that's not how Dakota wants to run it, her method seems very reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm for damage. I'm not gonna make you take the negative.
The negative is just going to
You hit
influence
her in
the
the
hit.
kneecap real
Yeah.
hard. She's got a dead leg. It's really uncomfortable. Good thing she's flying.
All right, then I will, let's see. All right, so I have, let's see, cutting words. I might use this. Yes. I'm going to use one of my bardic inspirations to use cutting words. Let's see. Can I just share this?
Cutting words is a reaction.
Oh, is it?
You use it when someone
Yeah.
else
Use-
makes an attack or a spell attack, and that basically means you deduct a bardic inspiration die of yours from their attack roll or spell.
You
Okay.
interrupt them and say, "You smell funny," and they're like, "Uh-huh."
Okay, then I guess I'll prepare to say it then if this harpy in front of me attacks me.
Okay. I'll say if you want to hold that over to your next turn, you can do that. However, you've already used your action, and you can't hold a bonus action, so...
It's not
It's
a
a
bonus
reaction.
action.
It's a reaction, right? So I
So
mean,
it's just if
I mean, I would have
Oh,
to,
I
I'd
see
have
what you're
to,
saying.
I'd
Okay,
have to
sorry.
say it then,
Okay.
but in case I forget, like that's what I want to do.
Right, okay, yeah, no problem.
All right,
Sure.
cool.
My bad, I misread.
Well, I'm doing it not how it's supposed to be done,
This
so
is
it's
also new, I assume. So
yes.
We're all new.
All right, and that'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Harpies go. Oh, sorry, Ulahars go. I accidentally skipped over. My bad. I was looking at... Yeah, please, Ulahar.
Alright. So after having to hold on for a turn, Ulhar is really antsy. And I would like to use Action Surge, which I don't think is an action, but I get a second
Free.
action on this turn.
yes.
So let me
So everyone's suspicions of Phyto were confirmed.
do.
Is not a secret
And-
wizard.
So what I would like to do is with my Warhammer first, I'm going to attack the Harpy on my left, and then I'll swing back and try to hit the Harpy on the right. Kind of
Okay,
like a bam, bam.
That is going to drop your Sanctuary.
Yes, it will.
You can hit both of them. That'll be your action and your action surge. Is that what you wanted to do? I
Yeah.
won't say that you can... Okay.
I do.
So go ahead. Yeah, roll to hit.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Just
gonna
making
go
sure you
one
weren't
on
trying
the
to like
left.
skirt around using Sanctuary.
Oh,
No,
no,
to
no,
be
keeping it up.
fair, it was
I
my
don't
call for
care.
giving sanctuary to the fucking fighter.
Right. No, that's 100%
Not the
fine. I just
one
wanted to make sure we
who-
weren't trying to like. Well, I'm gonna like use my action surge. That's not really an action, so like I didn't actually hit him. But yeah, no, that'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So that's 8
Nice.
on the left. and
Nice.
then
All
numero
right, 9 bludgeoning damage. The Harpy holds steadfast in the air. 22 will hit. Go ahead. Oh my, 13.
Bam,
Pew
ba-bam.
pew.
Ulahar, who is very upset after having to wait, is kind of like looking at his illusory pink hair and kind of, and just bam, bam, hits both these harpies. They're both taken by surprise. To no one's surprise, you hear the familiar crunch of ribs breaking.
Never thought I'd get used to that sound, but I think I'm starting to get there.
Yeah, I guess the pink wig fell off during that as well. Turns out
Yes.
I'm not a harpy, I'm actually a angry lizard. Who'd have thought?
All right. Would you like to use a bonus action
Or a move.
or a move?
I still don't want to move. What can I do with my bonus action? Anything?
You've got your lizard man
Yes.
bite.
I do have my lizard man bite. Oh, I
You
want
can
to bite. I just want to. I want to bite the left harpy.
Okay.
That
Let's
would
see.
be your. You have to use the one that heals you or gives you 10 hit points. The other normally it's not. Actually, no, it is. Wait, I don't know.
Now, you have a bite as an improvised or like a melee weapon that you can use as an action, and once per day or short rest, you can have it as a bonus action as well.
Is that how
I
bite
think
works?
it's-
I mean,
for a
You have-
lizard
you have-
person, I
you have bite, and then
You have
a thing called savage.
I have
Hungry-
Hungry Jaws.
Hungry Jaws.
Hungry
Use
Jaws.
if I have to.
Hungry Ulaha.
How is bite not in? The
Bite is an
company?
action. Hungry
Okay.
Jaws is a bonus action.
Mm.
You're
It should
using
just be
this
in
to,
your sheet.
to heal you.
Is it
Which
under
I
your
don't really
attacks and
need.
spellcasting?
Huh?
I'm feeling the folks in the company. I'm gonna be right back.
I said, is it not under your attacks and spellcasting in the center of your sheet?
It's on an attack, but I don't think bite's a bonus action.
It is. for hungry
Right.
Like, I don't think I actually have anything I can do bonus actions with.
I will get.
You
the
can Hungry
screenshot of
Jaws
this.
with your. So you can bite them, but this will be the one that you have your temporary hit points. So if a fight
Yeah.
comes along later, you won't be able to use it then. But you may bite them for pure damage now if you would like. If you want to bite them without using the Hungry Jaws, then that'll be an action. You'll have to wait until your next turn.
I think I'll wait. I don't really want to use up Hungry Jaws just yet.
Okay. All right. I mean, you've already done a fair amount of damage, so.
Yeah. Everyone else can finish.
All right, harpies go. We're gonna start with this lady over here. She is going to attack you, Badger, so you may roll your cutting words.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
All right, so it says you can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the GM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails, or before the creature deals its damage. Do I get to know what the creature rolls?
I think you just sort of jump in between the
Yeah.
before and after. Like you say, this person's going to attack this. You're like, I'm going to cutting words them.
Okay, so I don't get to know if they rolled poorly or if they rolled well before I use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe that's the case. Like, you have to use it regardless of
Okay.
without knowing what their role was.
But they may still like describe what's going on though, right? Like they might do some kind of fancy. Oh, I'm going to cast a fireball. And you're like, nah.
I would ask Tetcher about that. It's kind of weird whenever you obscure rolls, I guess. But generally, when it comes to that, when I DM, I will like let them know if it hits, and that's just really how I do it, though. But
Well, how do you want to do it,
Well, it says
DM?
you can choose to
Choose
use
this
this
campaign.
feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the GM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails. So based on the wording, yeah, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what the roll is, and you tell
Okay.
me if you want a cutting words right now or not.
I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll your d6.
Let's see.
Oh.
Wah,
That
wah.
was
subtract
just
a one.
enough.
Hey!
Just enough. She goes to swing at you with her club, and how do you interrupt her?
I'll be like, let's see. Like, I didn't know there was a cover charge to get into this club, and then I'll duck.
All right. She doesn't quite understand your words. It seems she's more thrown off by your volume, and then as you duck, she misses with her club. However, she does have
Nice.
another attack.
Oh no! Oh, I forgot about the claws.
Yeah, does a 12 hit you?
I think I have armor class 13.
You can check on your sheet.
That's what it says on the sheet.
Okay, then yeah.
So I think
You
it's
duck
right.
and you- yeah, you missed both of them. She totally screws herself.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh my.
All right. These two are still pounding at you, Ulahar. An 18 does hit, I
Ah.
believe.
Yes.
Alrighty. So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and
Okay.
then the claws miss you. The other lady is going to go. That's a miss, and she doesn't have her club, but it was a miss anyway. So yeah, you can tell the harpies are really pissed off at that. Like, Ulahar just kind of ducks like the Matrix. The one harpy gets in a good claw, kind of like on your shoulder. Really hurts. Like you can feel the bone rattle in your chest. But you manage to dodge the claw, and then the one harpy just has her claws, and she goes in at the same time, and you duck out of the way, pushing them kind of into each other. And yeah, so you got some pissed off harpies who are just kind of like rah, rah, and they're screaming at each other and fluffing their feathers, puffing their chests out. This harpy is still asleep, so Gaza, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna look around. and I'm gonna see Bedger looks like he's under a little bit of duress. And Ulahar, I'm gonna look over and see as I look over, I'm just like, is Ulahar gonna be okay without the sanctuary? He fucks up the harpies with the last one. That's right. Yeah, he's fine. So I'm gonna move a little bit as I check my attack range. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna move 5 whole feet.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm gonna throw an alchemical acid at the one next to Bedger.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty.
So I need a dex save.
A dex save. Alright. I don't believe a 12 succeeds.
A 12 fails.
Am
And
I-
DC is 14.
Is it do an area effect or is it an individual target?
Fire is area, alchemical is individual.
Okay.
Sorry, acid is individual, fire is area, and I'm doing acid.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not going to blow you up. Yet.
Yet.
8 points of damage.
Oh my goodness. She's hurting.
Hey, you deal damage now.
I just-
Nice.
Yeah, I just pick it up and toss it, just like this has gone so well before. Just toss it here. Bedger, duck!
I thought they were chickens.
I still don't have a bonus action, so my turn is over.
Alrighty, Galen, your turn is up.
Alright, Galen is going to kind of shoulder past Lorelei over here, kind of get out of his cover, and he's going to fire an arrow right at the Sarpy.
Alrighty. That'll hit for 6 piercing damage. Alright, she's rough, but she still stands.
And he's going to move back behind his cover,
Alright,
and that'll be the end of my turn.
Phineas, your go.
I'm gonna step up since Gaza did as well, just kind of staying with one party member, and I still have the clear shot at the same one,
Yep.
so it's just gonna be right at that one.
Alrighty.
We crit.
Oh boy, yeah, go ahead and roll.
It's gonna be 11.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
Nice.
You.
Let's see. I guess in like the worry that they would start singing again, Phineas would just continually keep shooting at their mouths, and so I think at this time it actually does connect, and you know the harpy doesn't actually dodge, because was this the one that got hit for 13 or 8?
For 8.
Okay, so seeing it being like hit for 8, or not hit for 8, but just being damaged right there and having the clear shot still, to be like, well, I think I can take this one down, so I'm gonna go ahead and aim basically at its mouth.
Okay, yeah, so you rear back and fire your arrow, and you watch as it goes in through her mouth as she cries out from Ulahar's hammer, and out the other side.
Ooh. Yum.
Badger, we can have chicken now.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
That's gonna be it for me.
Alrighty. Lorelei, your go.
Yeah, there we go. 30. Sweet. Okay, I will go over here,
Okay.
and I will attempt to stab the harpy through the midriff with my spear.
Sure, and you are flanking,
kill it.
so you do have advantage.
And I still have curse on it as well.
True, yes.
Okay.
Alright.
So that's not double curse damage, but that's 14
Right.
damage.
Oh, ouch.
Alright, how would you like to do this?
I just probably approach from behind and slither my way through the glass and glass. Okay, and get up, impale her through the abdomen, and sling her over my head, and hope she doesn't land on the sleeping one.
All right, yeah, no problem. She her body kind of scuffles over to like.
I have 6
here.
strength, so it probably doesn't go very far at all.
Yeah, no. You jump to a slinger over your shoulder, but it's more kind of like a. And you drag her like around you, and you're like, yeah, nice.
I did it. I did the thing. I give Badger a thumbs up.
Badger be like, nailed it!
And that's my go.
All right, Badger, you're up.
All right. Well, that crowbar wasn't so great. But let's do something else. I guess, okay. So I'm going to move here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to sneak up behind this, well, not really sneaking because they're asleep, behind this harpy. And I want to take my rapier and I want to kind of like aim it. Like I'm standing behind, I'm going to put it like kind of like at the base of the neck. And I want to try to just like, like just shove it up there.
Out of all the noises you could have made.
I was wondering when that flaw would come into play. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh, only rolled once.
Click it again.
Click it again!
All right, yeah, you can go ahead and click on the 20 for damage. That'll hit.
Oh, nice.
All right, for 8 piercing damage, you stab this harpy like a stuffed pig, and she emerges very gracefully from her sleep with a loud kind of and she jumps up and she's now bleeding from her left butt cheek and very upset. And you are face to face with a harpy. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I would be like, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey! And that's it.
Okay. All right, Ulahar, your go.
All right. I am going to. What do I want to do? I have all these weapons, and I only use one of them, but it's a very good weapon. I like to use it.
Everyone can have a favorite.
Yeah, you know. I think. I might actually two-handed Warhammer this time, just to change it up a little bit, so the harpy that's next to me still.
Okay, so you get the bonus damage, but you do lose 2 AC.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Well, that's not 22.
Smush.
Smush!
Which I think
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Okay, and that's gonna be 14.
Nice.
Ooh.
So much smush.
Oh boy, yeah. How do you want to do it?
Smush Brothers.
So I'm going to raise my voice a bit, and I'm gonna make sure Badger can hear me, and I'm gonna say, "How's this wet your whistle?" And then I'll just like clamber down on this harpy.
Oh boy, you say that and you hit it, and you watch as the Warhammer tears into her delicate frame, and it's kind of almost something out of a horse, very similar to the ambush drakes in the Thunderwave, as the thin skin can't sustain the impact from the hammer, and she goes down. It's kind of like makes a very repulsive, wet, slappy noise as all of her entrails hit the ground.
Oh.
Both the harpies around you are dead, and you have a feast for a king, Ulahar. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I might just move over closer to the live one, just in case I have to beat that one up. So,
Sure.
I can.
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna hit you if you move past them.
Here, I think.
They're dead.
There.
Can you talk to people when it's not your turn? You're not supposed to, right?
Usually you can say something on your turn and then somebody can respond.
In theory, each full round of combat is 6 seconds. So
Okay. Like if someone yells something at me on their turn, well, if someone's yelling at me to, something that they're doing on their turn and it's directed towards me, do I respond or is I can't?
You can respond to Ulhar.
Okay.
You can't like engage conversation with him.
Okay, just like so if it was like something short.
Yeah, like he said, how's this for wetting your whistle? And you could say.
Okay, and then I would say, you really earned that copper now. And that's it.
Alrighty, Harpy's ghost. She is furious at you, Badger, and she's gonna go ahead and strike out with her multi-attack. That is a natural 20.
Okay, then I can also roll my cutting words to reduce damage. Once I'm already know that I'm hit.
Okay.
It's still only okay, yeah. So or before the creature deals its damage, so I can roll 1d6. I guess it's 1d6, and I'm probably not gonna get very much removed, but we'll do it anyway. Oh,
Oh,
You get 6
there you go. Yeah.
all right.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is my Harpy Club. So you take 1 damage.
All right. I'll be like, you sure can sing, but you're a weakling.
And it's gonna hit you with a claw, which is a 7, so it doesn't hit. Never mind.
All right, so take
Alright.
1 damage from the club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, and seeing that her compatriots have fallen and that now the fight isn't so fair, she is going to try and take off, so you both will get attacks of opportunity if you would like.
Can... Oh, I'll let Ulhar go first.
Actually, you used your cutting words, so you cannot use your reaction. Ulahar, you do have a reaction, though, if you would like to take it.
Damn.
Yeah. Can I punch the thing?
You sure can.
Alright. I might actually try to grab it out of the air and bite it as it tries to do that. Then. Let's see.
Okay, that would be...
Like
Does
a
that count?
grapple?
Yeah, I'll say you can grapple it, but you can't bite it, one or the other.
Okay.
If you want to pull her out of the air, that'd be contested strength, or you can hit it.
Yep. You can replace at any point you make one attack. You can replace it with a grapple or shove action if you, or attack if you wish.
Does grappling it give anyone else advantage of anything? Just question. if this is
Grappling
going on?
it is...
Like, if I'm holding it, is it, like, easier for other people to hit it, I guess is my question.
Someone could probably run up and coup de grace it in that sense.
Like
Like if you've got it pinned, like it's gonna be a nat 20 in that head.
Speed becomes 0, can't benefit from bonus speed.
Yeah, what you're thinking of is restrain.
Yeah.
Which you
Okay.
can get if you take the grappler feat at level 4. Then you can use your boat. When you grapple something, you can use a bonus action to pin it, restraining both you and it.
Interesting. Okay, well that's
Okay, so you
good
can't give
news.
anybody advantage, but you can
Right.
keep her from flying away.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna... I kind of just want to stab her.
Okay,
So I'm gonna stab her with my dagger.
sure.
Let's see.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Whoa.
Oh, hold on. And I rolled a 19, which for me, because I'm a champion, is a crit.
Okay,
You
yeah,
get that
go
this
ahead.
early?
What?
You get that this early?
You get it at level
Yeah,
3?
level 3.
Fuck, fighters are cool.
Yeah.
Fighters do a lot of
I
damage.
know! I've literally never played a class that I just beat things up, and I'm very excited about it. So I don't know, because what do I add to this now? Because it's a crit technically.
It doubles, right?
Double the dice.
So roll another
So that-
d4.
Uh,
Type in /roll space d4.
+2 or 4? Is your strength 4?
No, it's double the dice.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, 7 damage.
All right. You stab her, and she's very messed up, but she does take off into the air. 20 feet away.
Capeach, I'll message you how you can modify your weapons to crit on a 19.
Okay. Thank you. I was looking at it the other day and I couldn't figure it out.
That's when you ask for help from your dungeon master. No, it's totally fine though. All right. All right, the harpy is getting away. Gaza, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Alright, good day. Getting around 30 feet. Getting up here between Badger and Ulahar. Do we even care about if this thing escapes?
You just hear me from the back. Kill it!
Alright.
Don't let these one-hit wonders spread their horrible songs any longer.
How far away? How wounded does it look?
It's still in fairly good shape. It's trying to get out while it's ahead.
Okay, then I will try and prevent that. I am going to reach into my alchemist satchel, and I'm going to pull out a thunderstone. And
Okay.
I'm going to clap it into my hand and toss it directly in front of the harpy, so it lands here.
My Thunderstone went so well last time.
It
Okay.
worked last time.
Yeah.
So I need a Constitution saving throw. Wait, Constitution.
Alright.
Hang on, let me check. One of the two. I haven't used one of these in a while. It is Constitution. All of my stuff is Dex except for the Thunderstone.
Oh.
So yeah, a con saving throw from the harpy.
All right, that's a 6.
Okay, then the harpy is knocked prone and pushed 10 feet away from the center, so back towards us.
Okay, yeah.
You just threw a Lieutenant Morales grenade at him.
Yup, it just doesn't do damage. Much like a Lieutenant Morales grenade.
Exactly.
Alright, and it's also prone.
Yep. So let's go ahead and leave that there. That was the sleep icon. Now that's the prone icon.
Yeah, and I'm out of movement, so I can't run any closer. Yeah, cool. That's me.
There's a net instead. How about that? All right.
You can just turn it sideways for prone. Little line and dot above
Listen,
it.
I don't tell you to run your session. All right.
Yep, it turns over.
Galen, what are you up to?
I am going to pick up my sword and then walk over here and try and salvage whatever arrows I can out of things and see if they're carrying anything valuable. Really do not care about this one that's trying to get away.
The one that got away.
What did we
Alright.
decide for salvaging arrows or anything?
Half of what you spent.
Okay, so
I
Two
fired
arrows.
2. So
If we're
there's-
rounding up, then you find 1.
Well, I think you could count my 2 as well, so there's 4. So just I would say you.
well, I'm just gonna take mine.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
So let's take one.
Excuse me.
Yeah, team
Alright,
player
is-
Galen over here.
Arrowist.
Is this one? I mean, if you want me to steal your arrows, sure.
No, I wasn't sure if there was actually a distinguishable difference between ours.
He signs all of his with love.
I'm just going to search the body pretty much for anything important or gold and such.
Alrighty, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Mid-combat looting.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that one was getting away. So
Badger's a big fan of mid-combat looting.
You find lots of blood and guts.
Mm.
These
There,
harpies
and
are
that's going to
split
be my
open.
turn.
Okay. Phineas.
Wee. All right. Seeing that everyone is chasing after that one. Ooh. Actually, that might change things. If it's not prone, do I have a shot?
You do, but it is at disadvantage.
Prone is advantage if it is a attack within 5 feet. Disadvantage if it is a attack further than 5 feet away.
So melee
Some-
attacks you have advantage, disadvantage on ranged attacks. That's how.
Yeah.
Yes,
prone
because
works.
obviously, is it like imagine if you're in a firefight, being prone makes you a smaller target. If you're lying
Yep.
on the ground, it's going to be easy for someone to stab you.
Well, the other thing too I was thinking is my cursor, I'd be shooting through you guys. Or I used to have a DM who would like, if I did this, they would actually like, I would potentially be shooting at you two.
Mhm.
You are a trained archer. You know how to hit a target.
Okay.
Badger is
That was
small,
also-
Gaza is skinny.
So you said disadvantage. Boop, boop, longbow.
Yes.
Nope, public. Disadvantage.
If this was a peasant shooting an arrow, then yeah, you'll probably miss. But
Oh,
Right.
10.
Unfortunately, that does miss.
You just see an arrow go whizzing by Badger's head and just oh shit from the background. That's gonna do it for me. Or actually, you know what?
Alrighty.
No, that will not. I'm gonna move forward towards the rest of the.
Okay.
So I would be. Oop, let me figure. I'll figure that out. But yeah, that'll end me. So right. Oop.
Alrighty. So that means that Lorelei, it is your turn.
sweet. I will adopt an eventual hopeful flanking position, and I will stab him with my spear because he's prone.
Alright. Yep,
So I
you
get
have
advantage.
advantage. Yep. Yeah. So many nat 20s today. Wow.
Okay, 15.
Holy shit.
Hacks.
Thanks for
15.
thanks for turning it up, Jinxie. Really appreciate it.
All right. Messed up but still alive. As you stab her in the, as she lays down on the ground, sad and miserable, contemplating her life choices. All right, Badger, it's your turn.
All right. Badger wants to. All right, so I want to move up here onto this rock, and I want to jump down on top of the harpy with my rapier.
Okay. We're gonna have to make some checks to make that happen. Go ahead
Mhm.
and make me an athletics check, please.
Would
Take
I
it to the rock. Now you're. What's that? I'm sorry.
would I be able to use acrobatics instead?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay. Excellent.
Oh man.
That'll hit.
Sweet. All right.
All right. Or sorry, I apologize.
That allows it to
you
happen.
jump- Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage on your rapier.
All right.
You're in the air.
Can
You
I?
run?
Can I
jump.
ro-
It's
okay.
really adorable. That'll hit. Yeah.
All right. And I'd like to try to pin the harpy to the ground with the using the rapier as like a stake.
Okay. I'll say with your 15, you can do that for 5 slashing damage. I'm gonna move you to the side really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you pin her to the ground. She's not going anywhere. She's still alive. At this point, it's kind of you're all serial killers torturing this harpy. There's not a whole lot she can do.
And
But she still lives.
I'll yell over at Gaza. I'll be like, "See, I knew we needed to steal this."
I'm ready.
Ulhard, is your turn.
I'm gonna chuck a javelin at her.
Okay, that will be your disadvantage.
Cause, alright, that's fine. Maybe. Well, I still really want to chuck a javelin.
I believe in you. Just.
The best advice I ever got was don't do it because it's the right thing to do. Do it because your character would do it.
Hell yeah.
Or
What
do
would
it.
what would Ular do?
WWHD.
Got a bunch of new toys.
Ulhar wants to use some javelins.
All right.
I need to set this to. There's a way to set it to query for like advantage and stuff, right? Roll query.
Yeah.
I already have that set. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I just left mine on.
Public disadvantage.
I'd recommend it. You can also set it to toggle, which you'll get a thing at the top where you can click advantage, disadvantage, normal.
That'll hit. Go ahead
Perfect.
and roll damage for me.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
All right. How do you want to do it as you kill the last harpy?
Yeah.
She's pinned to the ground, having a miserable time. She's not going anywhere.
I think Ulahar just really wants to like satisfyingly throw a javelin. Like no theatrics or anything. Just like yeah, and hits it. And
Perfect javelin throw.
It's like, yeah.
Like a Greek soldier, Ulahar rears back, sparkling his beautiful scales in the sun. He throws it back, and it sails just right through the harpy, impaling her in the middle of the face. Her whole skull caves in because her head's not that big. These javelins are large. Ulahar is strong. And that concludes combat. You have 4 very bloody, nasty harpies on the floor.
Ooh.
I'll walk over, grab my rapier, and be like, singing a different tune now, aren't you, bitch? And I'll pull it out.
I need to retrieve my javelins, so I will retrieve both of them, and I threw.
I'm gonna grab my arrow as well.
Does anyone need a melee weapon for any reason? Is anyone lacking in the melee department?
I've got some indexes.
I've got
I
hand
assume
axes
these
as well.
harpies aren't wearing like plate mail or something nice, right?
No, they're wearing. I mean, their armor class was 11.
They're all wearing
Thank
mithril.
They
which
were
is all
wearing
fashioned in
their wigs, plot armor. and
Yeah,
wigs.
they're wearing rags, basically. Like
Same as me then.
yeah.
Sweet.
It's definitely holy. They don't care if like a nipple or a butt cheek is hanging out. Like.
I'm gonna.
Dude.
I mean, I use anything other than spell slots.
I'll just take some flesh to keep.
Okay.
Badger will take a nipple.
You have a harpy nipple that you may add to your inventory.
Perfect.
I would like to subtly, if possible, as stealthily as I can, while pretending to loot the body,
Oh.
add some harpy blood to the potato vodka.
I thought that was going in an entirely different direction.
God.
Which one
I'm
would
just
you be
gonna add
doing
any-
it to?
Probably this one. This is the nearest. No, yeah, this one.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
All right, it's as good as my stealth. 3.
Oh boy!
Badger Lorelei, you watch as Gaza walks over with the potato bag and starts just like unscrewing it. Do you stop him before he or do you watch him with the?
I'll offer my assistance.
I definitely wouldn't help, but I just sit there and be like, I'm really, really, really not drinking that now.
Look, you need a little bit of a look when you're trying to activate alcohol. A little bit of iron can be important. I'm not going to ask any of you because I don't want any of you to bleed for me.
I mean, I don't want to be negative, but I don't think you are positive that that's actually going to be really delicious.
Oh my god!
I think you're being too. I think you're being too negative about this.
No, okay.
We're all
Blood
hematologists
types,
now.
yay!
I take just a little bit, just a couple drops, and then screw it back up, give it a shake, and then stop it back in the bag of holding really quickly.
All right, there is harpy blood in the vodka now.
Yeah.
Vodka.
So far this thing has harpy blood, potatoes, hops. What else did
Did you put acid in there or no?
I think
a little bit of acid.
Alchemical
bunch of,
acid.
You had a bunch of like grains and stuff that Lorelei found, didn't you?
Grains, probably a berry or two.
Mhm.
Berries for flavor. Yep.
This is gonna turn into like prison wine or something.
Prison
Oh,
hooch?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All
Come on, guys,
right.
let's get some toilet wine.
At this time, we have been playing for almost 2.5 hours. If you would like to take a break, please feel free.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta-
need to go get some lunch.
I got a tinkle.
Bathroom. Yep.
I am hungry. Yeah.
Thank you, Dakota. That was a fun comeback.
Oh, that was great.
I thought you
that
guys
was
liked
us
it.
shouting.
That poor
That was us
harpy.
fucking shouting insults at harpies to combat.
It's like, all right,
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
all my friends are dead. I guess I'm gonna leave. Nuh-uh.
Fuck upon the stone. It is basically D&D combat. All my friends are dead. I'm gonna go back and grab a fountain. No Morales grenade. Alright, cool. We'll be right back.
Oh, I remember what we didn't do.
Oh.
We didn't conclude the identification of the sphere. At least to me.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that this morning, and
About all of the nothing he finds in it.
yeah. That's my. I was thinking about it. I was like, fuck, I didn't do anything with that. But it was 4:30 in the morning, and I said it's too advanced for him because an angel couldn't figure out why it was spooky.
There you go.
And so that's where we left that. I was like, maybe they won't notice if I don't say anything. Because I feel like a dick giving that answer, but it makes sense to me.
I don't think it's a dick giving that on. I think it's just the truth. No, this is too advanced for you.
Right, exactly.
There are things in this world you don't know, Gaza.
At least at level 3.
At least at level 3. Level 4, that's another story.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Level 4, you're like unlocking
Level
the
4's
secrets
the
of
cutoff. Mm-hmm.
Hola, senor and senoritas.
Hello. I'm actually gonna
Hello.
step away for 1 second. Stretch. Oh god.
Excuse me. Yeah. Hooray, I got to use my spells. I
Mm-hmm.
have spells.
Are they short rest or long rest?
Long rest. Wait, let me check actually. I hope that
I guess
short
the,
rest, but I'm really sure they're long rest.
Yeah, I assume it's only the warlock and a kind of a wizard and kind of a sorcerer that gets them.
Spellcasting. I have 2 whole spell slots. Oh yeah, they're gone. Use them both at that time.
Should we have level 2 spells at this point?
That
You
depends on your
can.
class.
Okay.
So, like,
Yeah,
we're
if you look
level
at-
3, right? So, the bard.
Like,
Where
for example,
can-
you're a bard. You're a full spellcaster. I currently have 3 spells, no cantrips, 3 spells total, and only 2 level 1 spell slots.
Oh, I should
You
have
are a
2.
spellcaster.
I
You
should
have
I should have
you
2 level
know
2 spells.
6 spells, and you have 2 level 2 spell slots and 4 level 1 spell slots. That means, in theory, when you leveled up, that sounds good.
Beep, beep, beep,
When
beep.
you leveled up, you could have learned a level 2 spell.
Yeah, you can also replace one of your spells with another spell, which
When
is
you
of a
level
level that you have spell slots. So you could have, like, a whole bunch of level 2 spells that you know by now.
Yeah.
Well, 2.
Again, that's when you level up.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
change again until you
Cantrips
level up.
known 2, spells known 6. 4 of them are level 1, and 2 of them are level 2.
No, you can have as many level 1 or level 2 spells as long as it's up to the spells known. So if you know 6 spells, you could have 6 level 1 spells, or you could have 5 level 1, 1 level 2. You could have 6 level 2.
And that
as long as it's within the limit of the spell slots you have, you can have whatever you want, as long as you follow the spell swapping out rule as you level up.
Yeah.
Okay, and that
It's a
excludes.
terrible idea to have 6 level 2 spells.
And that
But it is possible, and yeah.
and that excludes. That excludes cantrips, right?
Yeah, cantrips has its own little table at the
You can see it on
at
it's
the
right
part
next to
table.
spells known bit.
So I think it's page 54, 53 of the book.
Okay.
My PDF is
I don't know
47.
pages.
I need to get some more spells up in this bard then.
Did you not learn spells when you leveled up?
No.
Message your fucking DM.
We had this discussion.
I guess it went into skills instead.
It's always so weird just hearing Dakota's like disembodied voice.
I mean, you got expertise as well at level 3, which is probably the skill stuff you were thinking of. Okay, you gain expertise into skills you're already proficient in.
And then I got
you
the
gained a bard
college.
which you went for law.
So that gives me
And
some.
then you also gained another spell, singular, and the ability to swap out one other spell. And you gained 2 level 2 spell slots, which should be done automatically on your sheet, assuming you dragged Bard in from the compendium.
I did. Let me take a look.
So yeah, if you look at your level right now, assuming you've changed your level on your sheet, then if you look at your spell area, you should have 2 level 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you have learnt a level 2 spell. So you may add in a level 2 Bard spell if you haven't already done that. You should have 6 spells total, excluding
6 spells total, and you could argue that you can have 4 level 1 and 2 level 2 spells by now. Because you could have replaced one of your 5 level 1 spells from being level 2
and in
to
the future,
a level 2 spell.
If you do not realize, message Dakota out of the game, because this is something that should have been done a week ago.
Huh.
Or just like
Well, I'm sure whatever the problem is, it's definitely on me. It's not her fault.
I mean, you could say it's on you, but you're a newer player, so just ask for help.
Yeah, I need to ask for my help. Help me!
Why our DM is here.
I love you all very much, but I even asked both Tetcher and Stark if the group could come to you guys, or them too, if you needed help and I wasn't available. So please ask for help if you have a question. Like, I don't care how stupid or silly or ridiculous you think it is. If you're like, oh, I want to use this club as a finesse weapon, I'll say, no, it's not a finesse weapon, but at least like now you know, and then we don't have to spend time like dissecting how to do the things and everything.
Oh, I know what I did. I for some reason I thought that the cantrips were part of my
honestly don't
known spells, and so I included
Right?
that.
No,
You'll
I
find
understand, but like this
So
isn't
I
like,
obviously
just
don't
you.
want to step on the DM's toes. He says, speaking over the DM. Sorry, that was bad timing.
I mean,
Oh.
it's totally, you're fine. Like this isn't like.
I'll fix my stuff.
Yeah, no worries, and you're definitely a newer player. There are some people here who like should know things and then they don't do them, and cause like not gonna lie, last week was supposed to be dedicated to like everybody getting their level 3 class, which is gonna be so super cool and awesome, and then half the party didn't do their level 3 class until 30 minutes before the session, so I didn't get to plan for them. And I was as close to being like, if you didn't level up before midnight on Friday, then you don't get to use your stuff. I didn't, because I remember that week was Christmas, and you know, like Baja was out of town, and I don't know what the rest of you guys were doing.
Some of us had things to do, whatever that might be like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, same. Like I don't know what.
Dude,
like,
I don't have a life. What are you talking about?
No, I sat here and
And why
played
didn't you do
games
your
that wasn't D&D.
character? Okay, so we
So
all
kind of-
okay. We're waiting for
We're waiting for
Bahamut.
Bahamut. I can see. Is that a sleepy bandit,
What?
Might be an awake bandit.
or is that pile in the back? That's
Yeah,
like
that's a living pile.
Oh, no,
that's,
that's
a
that's a
bandit.
moving living
That's
That's a
pile.
bandit.
One
Oh.
guy.
Bandit, come to us. Take
Bandit,
over the
come
chair.
Come
Bandit.
here. My dogs are all looking
Bandit.
at me like really betrayed.
Bandit.
You're all sitting here just shredding their new toys.
Oh, we summoned Bahamut. Not Bandit, but we got
Close.
summoned. Cool. Welcome back.
Wait,
You
sorry.
just like unplug your
We were trying
headset
to-
when you walk away, so we can just
Oh,
like
I'm so
summon your
sorry.
dog to the screen.
Yeah, we were trying to summon your dog for your headset.
Oh.
No, you're totally fine. Don't worry about it. Like I just got back too, so.
Come say hi.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's a good
Oh.
boy get?
boy.
That's a
How old
good
is
boy.
he?
Yes, you were a good boy. Give me a high five. Thank you.
Oh,
my
damn.
goodness. Oh, he's so good.
He's I think he'll be 4 in the spring.
He's so white. Wow, I thought he was so much older. He's so cute.
I know, yeah. I think it's part of like he's mixed. He's like border collie and black lab, so I think like the
Oh.
collie white just
Yeah.
comes right through. And
Oh,
allows
that
age.
makes sense. Yeah.
That is the goodest boy.
I know.
The bestest of boys.
Yes, you are.
All right, cool.
I'm ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, it is midday. I'll say at this point, you guys have walked about. We'll go back.
Excuse me.
Oops.
Did we loot everything that we wanted to loot?
Oh,
Yeah,
notice that they
haven't
were
looted that one.
looting. So if you
I
want
just
to loot,
took
go
5.
ahead and
That's all I can.
roll to loot. And
Wasn't Badger and Galen like looting actively during the fight?
Yeah.
I didn't. I was too excited.
Mr. M, I would like to look over, seeing like how they were drawing people towards them. I would
Uh-huh.
like to
Yeah,
take
they're
a
only
take like
victims.
a peek over the hill I'm next to see if there's like any bodies or anything shiny down below the cliff.
Yeah, do they have a happy nest?
You do look over the hill, and there are bodies of victims down there. Nothing catches your eye. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, actually.
All right. This has gone so well for me so far. 14.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, nothing really catches your eye. You just see it's a bunch of unfortunate, mostly men. A couple of smashed carts. You can see it kind of looks like the harpies have just been like throwing people over the cliff, and it was like a meal they would come back to later.
Do any of the carts look repairable?
No.
Okay, no worries.
Good try.
How far is this down? This little type thing.
Since we're calling it a cliff, I'm gonna go ahead with my original cliff and say 50 feet.
I look at Gaza and go, and I just hold out the rope, and I was like, if you hold one end, I can go check it out.
Yeah, I think it would be. I was thinking about it. I'm starting to think it's, for starters, a little bit risky. We don't know what else is down there. And for second, it'd be a little bit disrespectful. I'm thinking more, and I hold out an alchemical fire, more funeral pyre.
I put my hand out. I put the rope away, and I put my hand out asking for one too. Or gesturing for one too.
I can only spawn one at a time, so I hand in the one I've got.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, otherwise that'd be really broken if I could like summon like 12 alchemical acids just to hire a load of commoners to chuck them at people.
I think realizing you don't produce a second one, I just kind of hand it back. Like, oh no, I don't want to.
If you well, do you want to say a couple words then?
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'm just gonna like look over at Badge and be like, I'm sorry that all of you failed to recognize horrible music. You didn't pay your cover fees. And this is going to be your end. I hope you find something better in the next world.
Oh man, ashes to ashes. mostly just
Y'all
ashes to
fall
ashes.
down.
Fire
I dropped
to
the
fire?
alchemical fire. Fire to fire. I dropped the alchemical acid onto the body pile. Fire, sorry, onto the body pile.
I was
This
gonna
is
say, that's
make
really
such a
fucked up.
huge Fire, and this is gonna be hysterical.
Yeah, alchemical fire, funeral pyre.
Okay, yeah, you throw it down and
Oh, before I do, is there a forest within potential burning distance of the body pile?
not a forest. There's
Okay,
just
cool.
Mid
grass.
throw, like, oh shit.
There are a
As long
couple
as
of
there's nothing-
shrubs and bushes, like
As
grass.
long as it doesn't look like it's gonna spread really far, then I'll do it.
No, you're not gonna like burn down somebody's
Okay,
homestead.
then yeah, respect for the dead. Tick. Fire.
Yeah, so you throw it and sort of landed on some wood because I thought about being kind of fucked up, but I'm not gonna say that to Maine. You slowly start a fire. Phineas says his words, and now it is just an inferno and
I'm gonna go up and
the
have a look.
smell of cooking meat.
Anyone else
A
hungry?
lot of the predators in the area, as the fire burns and begins to sear the flesh, are coming out, looking around, smelling it.
Alright, so as respectful as this was, we should probably move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We're kind of
Uh,
like noting our location really, really well. And our asses
We are.
slide right in.
We are. I yell over the cliff. Extra respect for the dead, you cunts. Let's go.
Was one of them actually a firework cart, and it starts to go off as we
Oh
leave?
God. We are stealthy.
All right, does anybody else want to do anything before nightfall?
I'm gonna continue to practice my stone carving, carving runes into stones and bark and whatever I can get my hands on.
On the way down, I'll head over to Gaza and poke him with the bottom end of my spear. And I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you've had a day or so. Did you come up with anything of what this thing is? And I point to the spear.
DM.
Yeah,
I think that
after
was something you were
careful-
supposed to send me.
Yeah, after I was gonna, and then I realized you're level 3. You don't know shit.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a plot point that was brought up to me that made excellent sense. So yeah, you spend time with it. You studied it. You
Identified it, etc.
yeah. But you have come to the conclusion that it's magical.
All right. Yeah, I've had a long and careful look at it, and honestly, I've compared it to my notes that I've taken on medical weapons, which is not a lot, to be fair. I'm not immensely proficient with those myself. I'm not immensely proficient with weapons, to be fair. If you've seen my crossbow, to be fair, 100% hit rate. But
You never shoot it again. Yes.
exactly. But I can tell you that this is magical, and if I'm not very much mistaken, it is a magical spear of stirring soup. But I think I might have misread the runes on that one, so there's a good chance I'm wrong.
No, to be fair, you've
So-
seen the amazing mystical, magical things it can do. You watch as it change form from a spear to a sword to a dagger, and every
That's
time
true.
it
So I
seemed to shed its skin, it glowed with when it casts light.
Yeah,
it is-
so it's definitely.
What
a-
is it
it's
all
definitely-
this?
I-
Have I missed all of this?
Also,
Yeah,
while you guys
that's-
were resting, you guys were poking at it and playing with it, and that's when.
Well, I thought it was. I apparently thought it was.
I thought it was a spear that I've never cast light with. But maybe I missed something.
Well, it's a good thing that he stepped over my words because, yeah, I think you're right. That is my apology. So we'll save that for another day.
Yeah, this is from from what I was able to tell. The closest thing I found to this is a spear of soup stirring, but I'm pretty sure that I'm wrong because it only matches up to like 20% of the stuff, but it's the closest I've got.
Right. I will find someone else.
Well, that's
No,
not very nice.
slide it away.
Well, that's not very nice. I tried my best.
I never said you didn't, but
What, you're saying it's not a spear of soup steering?
do you have any soup?
Not with me.
Oh, well, let's get some soup and we'll find out.
All right, solid scientist. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I just imagine that somewhere in the world you can feel your the person that we talked about the other day laughs to themselves, and you feel.
I
the
just
warm
imagine
hum.
that somewhere in the world, Winter is just fucking face palming, realizing what hiring us for this. Yeah. That's all I want to do.
Okay.
Okay. So then we will go ahead and settle in for the evening. I'm just gonna ask this now to save time and face. Does anybody want to do anything spectacular besides fiddle with gadgets and crack jokes or anything between here and Burdusk, or should we just fast travel to Burdusk?
Nothing in particular. Just
Does anybody have anything like they're dying to do?
I want to read.
Keeping an eye out for specific things that you know of, but
Yep.
other than that, no.
I wouldn't mind finding something to drink.
I think we do. I don't know. Like looking at the map, I don't know if we've crossed that river yet or if we're approaching it. But I wonder if through me being an Outlander as well as Stark and Galen, not Stark, Lorelei and Galen. I think between the three of us, we might know that that's ahead. So
I don't think. Am I an Outlander? I thought I.
Oh, I thought I.
Ulahar
I-
is.
Ulahar, sorry. I confused it. But either way, I wonder, like, is there any, like, could we do, like, a nature check or something like that, or survival, just to be like, oh, there's, like, a nice, like, river up ahead right before Burdusk that we can, like, camp at right before we go into that town or something.
Yeah, I'll say that's
Okay.
you guys, the three of you are like, yes, this is a good place to rest. There are no leeches. They can't flank you on the riverside. So you guys we'll have a rest for the evening at the river, just so everyone can get spells and stuff back. But if nobody wants to do anything, I don't see a point in saying, yeah, you guys are walking.
Yeah.
Another hour and a half of
wouldn't
combat.
I
But
wouldn't
I think,
mind
yeah.
just trying to find some kind of wild animal to drink in under the pretense of going to the bathroom to save drinking an ally.
Sure.
I don't mind. You can drink me if you give me a healing potion.
Yeah, but I wanted variety is the spice of life.
Okay.
I wonder. I feel like that might be something that you'd do and watch. Like when we're all asleep, like you might
It's a solid idea.
slink off a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Ambertrix kill us all.
I love
I
what
wonder
you
how the
did.
first one. Yeah. That was good. That was really good. But yeah, no,
Alright,
I'm
so-
set until we go to Burdusk.
Okay. Watch order still the same.
Yeah.
I think so. It seems to work.
Alrighty.
I would, if we have some downtime, I'd like to read my letter a couple times to myself,
Uh-huh.
and the reading materials that was sent along with the letter,
Okay.
which unlocked my level 2 spells,
Uh-huh.
which are now active. And then I would share if that's allowed. If that's
Oh
if-
yeah,
if-
no, of course. Like if your character wants to share, feel
Okay.
free.
No, I meant unlocking the level 2 spells
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
from the letter. Okay, and then I would share the letter with the group, if they cared to listen. And it basically, I guess I should pull that up.
I'd be there sitting with you, probably by the campfire or something.
All right, and I said, like, all right, guys. Well, I mean, check this out. This is something that's kind of cool. It says, Mr. Applebottom, per the outstanding recommendation of Lady Jules Krazakin, Oh, I shouldn't have read this. Thaldrasza, the Candlekeep College of Lore and Knowledge, cordially invites you to join the ranks of some of the finest storytellers, musicians, and seekers of truth throughout the land of Faerun. While we may not agree with your source of income or the way you obtain it, there is no doubt in our mind that your skills as spoken of in the wind would make an excellent addition. Should you find yourself in our neck of the woods, please consider contacting our Dean of Admissions, Jane Kethlor. We understand that life happens and that all may not find themselves in Candlekeep often, so until general admission is filled, please feel free to use this letter as notation that you have many of the college resources at your disposal. So long as your actions remain honorable and respectful, Mr. Applebottom. Until we meet properly, stay at your best and be sure to bring us some exciting tales. Best, Cranar Wild Whisper, Head of Instruction, Candlekeep's Bard College of Lore and Knowledge. So I would read that to everybody, and also I think it's valuable because I know a lot of time and effort went into that, and I thought it was fun. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've got 3 points to reply to that. The first one is congratulations.
Thank you.
Second, what? Third, the fuck?
Well,
I've been looking to go to Candlekeep for fucking years, and I've been trying to get an in for fucking years, and you just roll up and suddenly you're in there sending your letters?
Well, to be completely honest, I don't actually remember.
More charismatic.
To be completely honest, I don't even remember signing up. It must have been something I did when I was drunk.
Oh, fuck me.
Do you ever do that? Get trashed and go to the market? Do you ever do that where you get trashed, you go to the market, and you come back with things you don't remember how you got them?
No.
Yeah, all the time.
Anyway, so the reason I read it to you is if you see any representatives from the college, do not tell them about what I'm doing because, they might kick me out.
Do they not look kindly on two adventurers?
Well, I mean, I take something here, something there. That doesn't necessarily belong to me before I take it. Once I take it, it's mine, of course. But they don't really look kindly upon people who take what they need, what they really need, what all of us need.
I want a good word.
All right. Well, if we ever go to Candlekeep, then I'll see what I can do. You got that? I owe you one.
Deal.
So wait, can I still go to a library? Because that's what Gaza was telling me, that there's libraries there, and I've never been to one.
Well, guys, I think after we do all this business with all these masks and stuff, I think we should go on a little vacation for ourselves.
I mean, I think we should all go to Candlekeep. It's a good idea. Although, I will say, the person who accepted you, not one of my favourite people, but any good word is a good word.
Do you have some kind of beef with Cranar Wild Whisper?
I've received a couple rejection letters in my time.
Well, if you want, maybe we can copy this letter and just change your name at the top.
18 letters.
I put my hand on his shoulder. And try and console him a little bit.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to show him. I'm going to show up and I'm going to show him what I've been working on. He's going to be real impressed. And if he isn't, well, yeah. No, I don't like the idea of cheating my way in, but a good word and a little bit of help can go a long way. So I appreciate that, though. I really appreciate the thought.
I think if you keep making your creations, eventually you'll prove that you need to be invited anyway.
Well, I appreciate that. Give me 3 more levels, and I'll show him what for.
I'm surprised that you can literally pull out flasks of acid, healing, and fire, and they haven't invited you. I feel like that's pretty much it from what I gather.
Well, there's a couple
special.
I'm not. No, it's artifice. It's a teachable skill. This bag is magical and it replenishes the resources, and I'll create them using the materials from the bag. It's taught at temples of Gond and stuff like that.
What happens if I reach in the bag?
Oh no! You want to have a go?
Nervous I'm nervous from the thunderstone and everything else. I'm just I don't think so. No, I'm good.
All right, fair enough.
Just to stem the flow of so I can keep up with the game
Sure.
and what's happening. All of you were very upset. This is acceptance into a bard's college. This is a college of lore. So just something to consider. We can discuss your backstories later. And we'll definitely talk about it, but
So Candlekeep is Candlekeep
This is-
itself.
if you read, well, you must have misheard the letter. He was accepted to the College of Lore and Knowledge. It's a Candlekeep Bard's College.
So it's in Candlekeep, but Candlekeep itself is not a bard school.
Exactly.
All right, understood. Gotcha.
So like if you still want to be interested in going and
Hell yes, it's a
yeah, we can definitely talk about it.
Like library.
Yeah, no, 100%. We can definitely go to Candlekeep if that's what y'all want to do or whatever your characters are
I'm
feeling.
in no rush.
Right, like I'm like, okay, let's stop what we're doing and go all the way back to Candlekeep.
Oh no.
You know
But-
what?
Turn it around.
The fate of the world. Fuck it. Let's all go read
That-
book.
That happens in
But just-
campaigns more often than you think.
It may have gone unheard that this is specifically a lore college for bards in Candlekeep. There are not people out there going, you guys are too stupid, you can't come into Candlekeep.
I tell you,
just wanted to-
Oh.
I know you're fine. I just wanted to address that, so we can discuss after session how you would like to roleplay this out, finding
Oh,
out
sure.
this information.
I would just say, I tell you what, Gaza, I've seen all the things that you've done, all the magical stuff, and I'm gonna write a song about it, and maybe I'll present it to them if we ever end up going over to the Bard College.
Oh, that's appreciated. What? Yeah, no, that'd be good. That'd be wonderful. Thank you very much. I appreciate the testament.
And maybe I'll show them this, and I'll pull that. I'll pull out the harpy nipple.
What the fuck is that?
I
put my head in my hands. Just
I don't think they will be too
Phineas just-
interested in that.
Oh, well, I'm still gonna keep it.
This is not cartoon and magnificent and haha like computer meme. Like this is crusty and dry and it kind of looks like a scab at this point. So he's got this
At
dry
some point,
like
it's gonna
snake
start
skin
decomposing.
nipple.
Be like, oh, this doesn't quite age all that well, and I'll prestidigitate it to maybe clean up a little bit of the blood, but I'm sure it doesn't improve how it looks at all. And then I'll quickly put it back in my backpack.
A nicer looking nipple in your hand.
Yeah, that's what everyone's after.
Somebody quote that.
I'm already
What
on
you're
it, don't
saying
worry.
what you're saying is he pinched the nipple off a harpy, and then made it look nicer.
Yes.
All right.
I gotta make sure to put a harpy nipple in my inventory.
Yep. Good lord.
Perfect.
But I would say that we would probably progress on to Burdusk after that night of just kind of camping and unless
Fucking a bit.
there's shit that goes on when we camp out.
And that
Alright.
qualifies as a long rest, right? So we get all of our hit points
Yeah.
and spell slots.
Yeah.
Does anybody but Gaza want to do anything this evening?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Gaza, go ahead and roll me a survival check. Yeah.
14.
All right. Yeah, you find nothing big to state your thirst, but you find little brown mammals and small birds and stuff, and after 2 or 3 of those, you're satisfied.
Cool. All right.
It's kind of I'm gonna say you don't do shit for watching. You're kind of more just like chasing birds out of their nests in the middle of the night, but everything goes
Yeah.
nicely. No ambush drakes, no harpies. And we will go ahead and fast travel. And a song and a dance, yay! And that's how we got to Burdusk.
Da 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 da. Doodle doo 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 doo.
Hey, who wants to have this? Who wants to have my blood, potato, and berry vodka?
Do you actually say it as that?
Nope. I'm not offering it yet. It is there. For
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Soon.
Celebratory drink.
Soon.
TM.
I'm just gonna give it to one of you and like have this healing potion.
Oh God.
This isn't coming in the normal flask you put it in.
Yeah, upgraded it.
Oh, okay. That's why you've been whittling.
Why does it smell like my ass or your ass?
Alright, so yeah, cool, Burdusk, we made it! Nice, yeah.
All right, cool. Now, exciting stuff. So, just as Mr. Caspian said you would, roughly 5 miles from the outside of town, which means I can move you here. Yay, you're at Burdusk. The party dragon is so happy.
Yeah.
There is a very large encampment that it's almost set up like a circus off to the side of the road. I can show you. I can show you the way.
Out loud, I'm just like, oh, that's what he meant by it being kind of you'll know.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Cave!
So, kind of off to the side of the road, the mountains surrounding the area, it's kind of like a dip in the plain. It seems kind of unusual, but there is a full booming society here. Can you guys see without your tokens on this map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's here, black and white, kind of.
As
couple
as
things
this starts
out.
getting into view, I just kind of turn to everyone and be like, if you're wearing those tabards, I would suggest putting them away.
I fold up my
don't
tabard
believe-
neatly and put it in my bag.
I don't believe these are necessarily friends of ours.
Oh, I
Agreed.
think you might be right.
I will take mine off and put it in my bag.
And if you don't already have anything like it prepared, don't use your real name. Think of something else.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna be Badger.
I don't know if I'd do that if I were you. I kind of have a little bit of a sketchy reputation in several of these cities.
I'm just thinking about him in a woman's outfit. I'm like, you do that here too?
Well, you know, from time to time, here and there. Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe I won't be Badger.
I mean, by all means, just, you know, be prepared.
Yeah, I'm ready to move in with the group.
All right. So yes, you see this grand spectacle. This isn't the typical bandit camp you were expecting, where it's just a couple of shady people. This is large enough for an army. There are people in different kinds of garbs. There are people in standard clothes. It's almost like a small self-sustaining city. You can see the occasional chicken skirts by. There are campfires strewn about where the old, the young, the tired all gather around. They're telling stories. It's about evening when you guys finally arrive. Fires are blazing. It's very merry. If you can see these red dots on the...
Nope.
I can't see anything in color.
Nope, everything's black and white.
Pretty grey to me.
Okay.
I have a hunch.
I do have one thing. that
Okay,
want
now
to
I can
do
see
as
it
we
in
start,
color.
like approaching closer to this place, but I will
I
say
can now
that
see it
whenever.
Okay.
now that I'm on the map.
Yeah, if you guys want to, you'll be over in this area. If you would like to drag your token wherever you think you guys
Alright.
would be, I'm assuming you're
Oh yeah, I've got colour now.
a
Yeah.
party. These are just very obvious. You can tell that people are standing watch. However, due to the nature of the cult and the people they employ and what have you, it doesn't appear that anyone is checking identification. They're mostly every so often you see like a drunken fight break out, and that's when a man who's dressed in matte black armor. He's got a black mask on, black dragon mask, swords. They kind of break up the drunken fights. They shoo away the thieving children who steal things from bread carts and pastry wagons and what have you. It's very much a community that you guys have stumbled upon. It's not anything that you were expecting, I'm assuming.
These guys have a lot of weapons.
I love that guy's armor.
It's pretty
Was
good.
it one guy in black armor, or was it all of the guards?
The guards, the people standing up on the ledges, they have bows or some kind of ranged weapon. The people on the floor, they're dressed in the black armor with the black masks and the swords. I just realized this would be really helpful if I pulled the stuff off of GM layer. Learning! Don't sound so excited.
Sorry, I was.
You're totally fine. I'm just giving you. Yeah, my apologies, friends. Traveling can always be kind of a drab
Ah
session.
shit! Everything's on fire.
I like how it like labels evil 1, evil 2, evil 3.
I think there was supposed to be level. This was taken
Yeah.
from
It is level, yeah.
the this is a wizard's map, and they didn't give you a whole lot of leeway with. By the way, unless you're doing something else. So we're doing something else. So instead of levels, these are zones, which as you guys explore around, you will figure out once I move everything to the correct layer.
I do have one thing that I want to be doing.
Yes, I'm going to send you a message and we are going to talk about that.
No, something else.
Okay.
I would like to spend about a minute in sort of like deep meditation and expend a spell slot to use my primeval awareness.
Uh-huh.
Which, see if I can.
I mean, if he starts doing that, I'd like to ask everyone if we can sit down for like 10 minutes,
Yeah,
discuss plans and stuff.
agreed.
And in those 10 minutes, I'm going to not discuss plans and instead set up a ritual cast of detect magic.
Okay.
I think I'd just start snacking. Just seeing everyone sit down, I'd be like, "Oh, we're taking a break. All right," and I just start snacking on something out of my bag.
Badger's gonna be like, I don't like it here. I don't want to be here. I think we should get out of here. I don't want to be here any longer. And I'll walk up to the guard and I'll try to talk to him.
Okay. You guys have entered the camp at this point? Like
I'm wanting to do this like a little bit outside of the camp, and I don't want to be like inside and just sit down and Indian style.
Okay.
Is this a place that we should be seen in?
Well, we
I mean,
need to
Nobody
talk to
seems
Linda.
openly hostile towards you.
Yeah, but if we do something stupid and they recognize us from there on out,
I mean, we should probably not do something stupid.
we say as Badger
I
walks
feel like
up to
that's
the
our
car.
MO. I feel like that's our MO, though.
I will say, if you like kill somebody in the street, they are going to notice and they're not going to be happy about it.
Strange.
But this is a rough tumble, like setup, just kind of band of thieves is what you're able to pick out from these people. So, how many of you guys have played Divinity? Divinity 2?
I have not.
Nope.
Nothing.
Rip. Okay, I know Stark has. It's very
It's
much
a two, I
like
think.
the island you start out on.
Huh.
So, do I sense anything from my primeval awareness?
Let me
I'm assuming we're not within my favorite terrain. It's only about a distance of a mile.
Yes, my favorite terrain. Weird, creepy camp.
Yeah, no, this is
Yo,
100%
oh my god! I picked that one.
a weird, creepy camp. Rough and tumble. Let me check that. I'm doing like 100 things right now.
Yeah, you're okay.
Um,
I was assuming.
No, you're totally fine. You do sense dragons.
Ah, wonderful.
So yes, there are
Up to
dragons
6
here in the.
After a moment
camp.
of just sort of like sitting in thought, Galen just says, "There are dragons nearby.
Shit.
I don't know where, but they're somewhere near. So keep on the lookout."
I'll keep an eye out as well.
I will continue casting Detect Magic.
So I'm assuming we're doing this kind of like outside. Sorry, I heard the music start and I was just like, "Is my phone?"
No,
ringing?
that's I keep forgetting to
That's all right. I
loop
panicked.
it. So
But I'm like, we'd be doing this outside the camp, is what we kind of established before going in.
Yeah.
I'm fine doing it, so I have no issue finding a bench.
I was just kind of just trying to figure it out for myself. That's all.
Okay.
I don't know what the group wants to go for here.
Find a beaver. Someone called outside. I'm happy to go outside.
Okay.
I'm after I'm done. I get back up and
Bless you.
It's fine.
You're like-
as for your detect magic, you can sense. Obviously the magical items your group has.
Yeah, my spine.
It has a hang on. It has a it's up for now 10 minutes, and it has a 30-foot radius around me at all times. Blocked by hang on. It's blocked by certain things. Penetrate most barriers is blocked by 1 foot of stone or 1 inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of wood or dirt.
Okay. You guys aren't inside the camp yet, correct? Yes, that is what we agreed on.
Yeah, I think he finishes that and probably stands
Then
up.
we
And
walk
once
inside.
he
Yeah.
stands up, I'd be like, "You guys ready to go?"
Yeah,
Badger went
do
up to speak to the guard, though, right?
Well, I guess
Yeah.
we're still outside, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's head in.
Okay.
Hang on, let me change my voice. If we're trying to be other people, yeah, I should probably change voice, right? I assume mine's pretty noticeable.
Yours is very
possibly.
unique.
A little unique, yeah, I'd say that.
All right,
I
let
mean,
me
we
change.
could maybe-
Let me try and change it a bit. Yeah. Well, yes. And I'm going by the name of Vlad Tepes of Wallachia.
My eyes go
Right.
fucking wide.
Badger says that's a good idea, and I'll do my
I suppose we probably should establish alter egos.
Yes.
So-
I am
so we
Vladimir Tepes of Wallachia.
So we have Vlad.
Yes.
I'll use my disguise kit to look like a little old man, like a small
Okay.
man, old.
I'm gonna run over, and when he's finishing up his thing, I'm gonna go over and be like, "Grandfather," and just be like, "I'm your grandson. Don't you remember me?" You forget sometimes, just like already playing into it.
Does
And why were we here again? As our cover story, we have the prayer masks who speak to Langdead.
We
Yes.
heard of the incredible world-famous mead that they sell here in the inns around this camp. It is famous
And-
around Faerun.
And what if they tell us that they don't even have any mead?
Then we'll have been misinformed, but we can still look around. We're here now.
Unless they tell us to leave because we don't have what we're looking for?
guys?
Then can we not at least buy supplies in the city?
The city, yes, but we have business camp that we need to have a reason for. I don't think they will necessarily be okay with us just walking up to the leader?
I think we should split up. I think we look a little bit conspicuous all sticking together in a big huddled group.
I do have a hat.
That's a smart idea.
Perhaps.
Don't you know you'll never split that party?
I'm gonna go see what I can find out.
The fighters Hale and Hardy, the wizard.
If you would like to go ahead, I can wait a bit and come in after.
While you guys
Okay,
discuss,
did
I'm
we
gonna run to
see-
the restroom. What's up?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Did
no,
we
that's
see
fine.
the children? Like you said, there were a few children running around and God shoot them away, right?
Yeah, they're children. They were obviously within the camp. They're just like stealing shit, breaking bottles, being little thugs. But yes, you see them.
Fucking bottle kids.
Fucking bottle kids.
Little shits.
All right, go,
So
go.
I'm going to.
I'm still
Out-
listening,
out-
please.
Oh, okay.
Out of
So-
game, does anyone not know about the bottle?
The bottle
The
what?
what?
Bottle
It's-
kids.
That's a yes.
No, you cut off. I didn't hear what
Oh.
you said.
Oh,
The
do any of y'all not know about the bottle kids?
I don't.
No.
It's
No.
from a TV show
I'm
called
not aware of
Trailer
these
Park-
bottle kids.
Trailer Park Boys, and
I'll look that up while y'all
I
discuss.
have not
But
seen
anyways,
this show.
so-
But yeah. What are,
in this situation, I would think I would be trying to pair up with Badger, and
I'm also going to pair it with Badger.
So, but so like in character, actually discussing this, you know, Grandpa, I know you've always wanted to meet, you know, the famous Langdon, and you know we have this prayer mess that you always wear every single night, and we do also have the what's it called?
Horrible idea.
What's it called?
This is
We have the emblem with the black dragon, and we can see that there's. I'm assuming we've seen that there's like people with the black armor and everything. It's like maybe these people would like to see the emblem that we have too.
Vladimir Tepes is going to separate himself from this terrible idea and head in first.
Okay.
So I guess then yeah, Tetra, you go ahead with your
Alright.
part since you're going in
Yes.
first.
I'm gonna stick with Lorelai, but not necessarily be very talkative with the group. I'm just kind of in their proximity, I guess, or her proximity.
Okay.
I don't actively intend to engage any of the guards, but if they wish to speak to me, I will talk with them.
So guys,
Yeah,
Where's Gaza going?
Galen will probably want to go in last and just have his hood up and swords and everything kind of covered by his cloak. So
I'll be like,
All right. I'm just gonna make notes for who's with who.
The groups, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and then
Yes, the person who nearly died on their own to an ambush strike has decided to go off alone.
I'll be like, all right, guys, you can follow me if you want, but we don't know each other, okay? Very good. We do not know each other, and I'll kind of huddle off in front of them.
I guess I have no granddad anymore, and I'll kind of follow at a distance.
Phineas, come here. I can be your grandfather.
Yes,
I go over and I
Granddaddy.
just blankly stare at Lorelai like, how?
I get my mage hand and I reach it under the tip of my jaw, and it rips up and pulls all the way
Oh,
back,
Jesus Christ.
discarding the previous bit of skin, and you see an old gnomish man standing in front of you.
that's a bit terrifying.
I too look terrified.
And I
Oh,
discard
wow.
the previous bit of skin and just throw it off into the ether, and it disappears. I'm like, hello, Phineas? Yes? Is that
Oh,
your
I
real
know
name?
race.
Phineas?
Uh,
Phineas?
Hi, Grandpa Deku.
Hello? Who are you?
Phineas.
Are you? Okay.
No, fuck.
Man, I can't believe I missed this.
It's your
Vladimir
grandson-
Tepes is having regrets.
It's your grandson Spruce. How are you?
Spruce! Ah, yes, Spruce. Here we go. Where are we? Who are you again?
Oh my god.
This is
I
only
am
going to
just
continue to go
yeah.
well.
This is
Mr. Ulhar, do you want to be my bodyguard?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Good.
Ulhar, do you have another name that you'd like us to call you by as we go into this town?
I think about it, and you can call me Belai. It is draconic for fake, and I look very smug. And I like use that as my I feel very smart doing that.
I'm just like, I look at you and I go, but won't they know? Or wait, would I be? Yeah, no. Because, like, aren't they dragon people too?
Fair point. Let me... I will think of something.
Okay. I just felt like we might get caught that way, so it might not be the best for Grandpa Deku and little Spruce over here.
How about I could be Tilson? How about that?
Tilson, okay.
Tilson.
Where the fuck is Link when we need him?
But yeah, I think I'd be like, well, like, yeah, I think we should maybe go meet your hero, Grandpa Langdon.
Yes, please lead the way. My legs aren't what they used to be, and I sort of.
I think we would do like side by side with God. I need to write it down. What is Ulhard saying their name is?
Tilson.
Tilson.
Tilson, thank you.
All right, I will say, Gaza, since you were the first one to enter and you are alone, what are you doing?
I am going to have a look around and attempt to look far more important than I feel right now. And I
Okay.
would like to just get a general read of the. I'm going to move a bit forward and have a look around the general city as it is.
Make a perception check for me.
This always goes so well for me. That
Oh.
Wow, okay.
Natty.
Got him.
Well, then I guess I can
turns out
review.
Gaza is useless, but Vladimir Malachi.
I can go ahead and reveal.
Oh shit.
That's a big ass ambush, Drake.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's so rude. That's a young Drake. Racist.
Yes.
So in the middle where you are, so you walk past the fires where it seems to be the more of the gathering and socializing community center. As you walk further into the camp, the children and families, the old people seem to die off. It's mostly just strong men. There is a large pit in the middle of the camp, and there are drakes fighting inside, and you can place bets. You may bet on drake fighting if you would like. Moving past the drake fighting, just as you survey around, there are a large group of tents, which you can assume is obviously where everybody sleeps. They don't sleep where they eat and party, mostly because people get drunk and fight, and the ground over there is filthy dirty. Even bandits have standards. I am doing this.
I have chosen the wrong persona for this because I'm attempting to look super posh and camp.
You are basically walking into like the Rusty Nail and just looking like a dapper boy.
I'm walking into Skid Row alone.
Yeah.
Throughout the tents, you see obviously there are lots of little standard tents for, just anybody who's anybody. They don't seem to be one cohesive unit based on the equipment. Obviously some people have a great deal, some people have hardly nothing at all. It's a very mixed bag of beggars and mercenaries and soldiers, and not everybody seems to be in the cold. And then amongst all these tents, you see one big. Oh boy!
We lost someone. We lost Stark.
We lost someone. Oh no, Stark. Discord died. Also, I realized I got Skid Row mixed up somewhere in Europe, so I'm getting all my places mixed up.
Oh, you're fine. I knew what you were getting at though. I knew the.
That's what I named my underpants.
Oh.
That character flaw coming through again.
There is one tent. It is much larger, much more regal than the rest of the tent, you can only assume that this is someone who is a person of power, someone who runs the joint. And then to the right of the tent, kind of tucked away in a corner, there is what you've seen as a graveyard, and that is where the drakes that don't win the fights go, as well as smashed eggs of a multitude of colors, deformed dragon fetuses, and not in a typical fashion that you've ever seen before in your life. They're very mutated and just very vulgar. And then over in, I didn't have an icon for it, this area over here, there's a large barn looking area. Do I have a barn I can put? Because I realized I didn't have a you don't know what's in that, obviously. It's very heavily guarded.
I'm gonna eye the dragon fighting pit, the drake fighting pit, sorry, and the graveyard with disgust, and look for whoever looks in charge of betting for the drake fighting pit. I mean, come back to me later because I know there's other people to get to.
Okay. Yeah. While you were looking for who is in charge of drake fighting, my group of 4, Phineas, Lorelei, Ulahar, Badger, what are you folks up to?
I've kind of separated myself from the group. So.
Yeah, I think Badger's actually on his own. I think it's 3-1-1-1.
Okay. I will.
But I think it was Badger who did come through second.
Yeah, Badger went through second.
Would be Yeah, so it would be his portion next.
Okay. What are you doing, Badger?
All right, so I would like to look for any kind of establishment where people would be getting drinks and drinking, and like a bar or tavern or anything like that.
Okay. You don't really see like a set up establishment, but there are carts and people who have brewers kits similar to what you saw Gaza using earlier. Very much like brew on the go.
What I'm looking for is people who are drinking, and in a group, maybe someone who was isolated, so who wasn't necessarily with the rest of the group, but was drinking, because I would like to have a conversation with them if I see that.
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
All right.
Oh, dang, these rolls.
These are making it hard for me. That's the barn place. There we go. Okay, yeah. You, after skirting around for 10, 15-ish minutes, you do manage to find an older dwarven man who is very drunk, and he's kind of just sitting by the fire alone, warming his hands. It's rather cold out this evening.
Okay.
But he's like, yeah, over in this area.
Okay. I'd like to go and
20 is lagging terribly.
I'd like to talk to him real quick if I can.
Sure.
Okay. I'd like to kind of roll up to him and be like, "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" Like kind of next to him.
He turns to you and he's like, no one's sitting there now.
"Oh, thank you very much. I've traveled such a long way."
That seems to be the story of everyone around here. I can't hold my.
Well,
That was a good accent.
tell
That was
me,
good, yeah.
do you think you could help an old man find an old friend?
Well, that depends on who you're looking for. I totally lost it. Yes, who are you looking for?
I'm looking for my old friend Langdid.
Langdid is your friend, eh?
Well, it's been a long time.
Langdid is everybody's friend around here.
Well, could you Could you point me in the direction of where I might find him? And I'll pass him a silver piece. For your trouble.
Oh, I see. Yes. For that, I could definitely. And he gestures towards the back of the encampment, towards some tents, and he says he's usually over there with his buddies. Good luck to you. He's difficult to get to.
All right, but before I go, is there anything else you can tell me about sorry, is there anything you could tell me about this place?
He's not really freaked out at you just kind of dying on the on the bench next to him. He says, if you see red, bet on that.
All right, thank you for your time. Bye-bye. All right, and then I'll head back to the group if I can find them.
Okay.
You probably see.
You find Ulahar, no
Yes.
problem. He's bright blue lizard folk. It is a vast group of people. Every kind of race you can imagine. Every, like I said, caste, class, what have you. But you do manage to find Ulahar because the blue lizard is definitely still something that you don't see every day.
Mm-hmm. I would try to relay the information that I learned to all three of them without necessarily looking like I was part of the group.
Make a performance check.
All right.
So you walk over and you're very discreet about it. You stop and you chat up some other people in the area. You kick a stick around for a while and you make your way over to the group. And then as soon as you get over to the group, you're like, hey guys, oh my god, guess what? I just found out.
What? Who are you?
Oh, and then I'll look. I guess I'll look over at whoever Lorelei is now and be like, "Oh man, that's a great disguise."
What? No, it's not.
No, this is my grandpa Deku. I never introduced you.
Yes, it's been a while. I lived here for 500 years.
I'll look
I'm just as shocked.
I'll look at.
I'm just gonna throw this into the chat and leave it there. We'll just see that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll look over at Ulahar and I'll be like, Ulahar, you know what happened here, I think, right? And you usually just pretty straightforward. What?
I have been shown many things, but this is new. I do not know what magic this is.
All right.
Yeah, looking at that, unless anybody wants to roll insight against it to figure out what is happening. As far as you know, Lorelei has been an old man in a woman disguise the entire time you've known her.
I mean, if a snake can come from a chicken's egg, why isn't it my grandfather Deku? That's honestly what I think at this point. It's just been my grandfather all along.
If you can drink blood through a costume, like, where does magic end?
Mm-hmm.
Licking.
Right, licking. I would really want to know what's going on here, and I think that what I'm looking at right now is Galen. No, I don't know. I have no idea what's happening.
Trying to just figure out what the spell is, that would be an Arcana check. If you're trying to see through the deception, that would be an Insight check. What are you looking for as Badger?
I want to know who this is.
I feel like if you could pass like a DC 10 perception check, you'd notice that I'm using my spear as a walking stick.
Oh, that's fair.
Right. Yeah.
That
I
sounds
guess
fair,
I'd be looking
okay.
for clues about like what they're wearing and what they have, what kind of.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll insight.
Okay.
Or just something. I feel like the spear is dead. Okay, you're an idiot. Well, I guess.
Okay, you're an idiot. Hold on.
The
BRB,
harder
get
you
a
stare at this
close.
man, the more you're convinced you have never seen him before in your life.
All right. Then I'll be like, guys, like, are we? Who? Are we? What?
You know for a fact this is Ulahar. You're pretty sure this is Phineas. This old guy, you have no idea.
All right. Well, I'll just be like, I mean, hi.
Well, hey, old man. Have you happened to run into any way to meet Langdon?
Yeah. Like, I talked to a guy over there, and he said that Langdon hangs out over by the tents with some of his friends. I think that's where he said. Was it over by the tents?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, cause Grandpa Deku and Tilson and I, like, kind of gesturing towards Ulhar, saying, Tilson, like that's their name. We were kind of looking to go that way, so maybe all of us can go together.
Let's do it. And just remember, if anyone asks, my name is Fisty Hacky Sack.
While you guys are
Can
No,
you write
sis.
that in chat really quickly so I have the proper spelling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to assume an F where there's a PH, you know?
Exactly.
It's really a Steven versus Stefan type
Okay,
deal
no,
there.
it is with an F. Okay.
It's just straight up, just like, this is what we're dealing with.
Yep.
There it is, right there on the table.
All right. While this is happening, Galen, what are you doing?
Galen's probably going to wait another couple of minutes before going in, but while he waits, he's going to find a nice soft patch of dirt if there's any nearby, and just kind of dig his hands into it and pull out dirt and just start like rubbing it all over his face, various body parts to make himself look really dirty and kind of grungy. And he's going to do the same with the bottoms of his cloak, just kind of dirty them up, make him look really, like he's been traveling for a bit, that he's pretty worse for wear.
Which body parts?
Legs, arms, face, neck, all over his face, pretty much. And he's going to take his hair and kind of tie it back into a really, like, messy ponytail.
Ooh, that's hot.
And
Oh, yeah.
And he's probably going to not a ponytail that's like all the way up, but kind of like more down. He's going to put his cloak up over his head and thing, and walk into camp and just start looking around and kind of casing it a bit. Probably walk the whole perimeter once or twice, seeing if there's anything important that he can glean.
Make a perception check.
And this entire time, he's going to be and stuff, and kind of.
You cut out. I'm sorry. He's going to be what?
He's going to be looking around really shifty and stuff. So
Okay, so you're conspicuously inconspicuous.
yes. Set up perception check.
Yes, please. All right. So you would you like to position yourself on the map so that I may know where you are, so that I can tell you what you see?
Sure. I mean, again, I'm just going to be walking around all over, just kind of.
Right. So of course you pass through the community area. Same stuff's going on. You walk past the Drake fighting pit. You can hear the sounds of roars and the clangs against metal and crunching.
And that's where this big thing is, right? That's the Drake fighting.
Yeah,
pit.
this dragon right here is it's a giant pit in the center, and there are two younger drakes in there. They're fighting. Lots of the more well-bodied, soldier-esque men are in this area. You can hear people shouting, like, 2 silver on the red, and then another one says, no, the white has it this time, I swear it. And just normal betting. You do see that the tents, standard everything everyone else is seeing. A large green tent in the back, rather cleaner area, and then barn off to the corner. You do find the grave pit that Gaza found with the Drake bodies and the deformed dragons. Yeah. Yeah. So
You mentioned there was like eggs or something somewhere here, or
in the pit. It's kind of just like a dumping ground for bodies, like eggshells, deformed corpses of wormlings. They're very mutated. It doesn't look like any kind of natural like birth defect. Like something has been done to these dragons. And they didn't survive through infancy. Every so often, if you stay, you'll learn that somebody comes by and burns the remainders.
all right. And where did you say the like sleeping areas were?
These tents right over here.
Okay.
That tent just walked.
And what was up there again?
This is a barn. You're not exactly sure what
Okay.
it is. It's just a suspicious
Gotcha,
area.
gotcha. Right. Well, then I'm probably just going to hang out a bit, see if there's anything unusual. But other than that, I don't have any immediate actions that I want to do right now.
Okay.
Possibly just like sit down by a fire by myself, pull out the water skin, and start kind of drinking it. But other than that, nothing specific.
As it stands right now, I know it's 40 minutes before we're supposed to close up. Do you guys want to continue? Is there any roleplay you would like to do? Or should we continue on with the next part of the story next week?
I definitely have some RP I would like to do.
Okay.
I know, like I'm really interested in Gaz's part already, and I wouldn't mind doing something ourselves too.
Okay, yeah, then we can definitely. Yeah, we got 20 minutes.
Well, okay, I will say, just to backtrack a little bit, I am looking for something, but you know what that is, and that's kind of perpetual, constant looking for something.
Yeah, you and I will get together, and we can, like I said, have our one-on-one session and figure that out.
Super secrets.
Backstory. Anyway,
Back
Gaza,
that
yes,
story up.
you are at the Drake fighting ring. You have managed to locate a halfling man standing on a stool. He's got bags and coins, and you see there are different colored paints all along a board, and they're all chromatic. And he's taking bets with a piece of chalk. Every so often somebody comes up and places, and you see him. Some dwarven man comes up, and he's like, 3 silver on the green, and you hear the halfling man shout back. He's like, 3 silver on a green, and it's a betting table.
Yes. I would like to walk up to him and get his attention.
Certainly, yeah. You walk up, and he says, "What can I do you for? Are you here to place a bet?"
No, I am in fact interested, as I have heard many things about the fame and renown of your drakes. I am wondering what the price would be to purchase them. You see, I am a traveling drake fighter promoter, and I am looking for new talent.
You can see the greed in his eyes go wide, but I would like you to make me a deception check, please. And I'll say,
as you wish.
With advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
at
well,
minimum 21.
That's a 21, so I don't think you can do much better than
21.
that. Yeah.
Blackjack.
Okay. Well, I've never heard of anything like that before, but of course, the right number can grease any chains, even that of a drake. Unfortunately, it's not up to me to decide who these drakes go to. Usually they go to the pit out back. I could definitely take down your information and get back to you with that. I can't imagine you'll be going too far from here. Perhaps maybe into the city, but we have people in there as well.
I am simply looking for an average price. I am not here to mess around.
Again, I'm sorry, sir. That's not up to me. I just take the bets. I don't.
Who has ownership of these drakes?
Oh, everything here belongs to Langdid.
Wonderful. Would you be able to tell me where he is and then answer a couple more questions for me, and I will be on my way.
Oh, he usually spends most of the time hanging out around his tent with He's kind of quiet for a minute and rubs his arms. He says, the gentleman who occupy his time.
You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time with hiding information. I throw him a gold coin. I want the information. You are giving it to me.
Langdon hangs out in his tent with a bunch of thugs who beat the fuck out of anybody who comes around here. Now, if there's anything else I can help you with, if you'd like to place a bet, please do so now, but you're holding up my line.
I am not interested in that. I want to know how well these drakes are treated. I only take the best treated talent.
He gestures to the skinny, scarred, blood-ridden drakes, and he says, "That's how well they're treated. If you can't gesture from that, then I didn't know you could drake fight blind."
I do not drake fight. I promote. And
They're
that
fighting
requires
drakes.
not-
They're hungry. They're angry. They want to kill. Take that
Of
how you
course.
will.
Of course, it sounds like you are quite the lazy drake fighter yourself, but I thank you for the information. Perhaps Langdid will be kind enough to give you a cut.
I just take bets. I don't fight drakes.
Understandable. Each have their own area of expertise. Thank you for your time. What was your name?
You can just call me Penny Bottom.
Benny Bottom. It was a pleasure to do whatever this was.
I wish I could say the same.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were pretending to have pleasantries. The feeling is mutual. Have a day as good as you are.
He waves you off. He's already dealing with the next person who's placing bets.
Cool. I'll head in the. I'll head around the pit and wait for my friends. I'm brazen but not stupid.
Speak.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
Alrighty. Our
Our
friends.
Badger. Oh no, Badger's with us, so it's the four of us.
Yes.
I would assume we would kind of walk towards the Drake pit.
Yeah, it's loud. It's scary. It's interesting just because there are some people gathered around it.
I'm following Spruce. I'm probably going about.
I think I'd
Very
be like
slowly.
I'd be like holding your arm that isn't on the staff. So I'd be on probably your left side. No, right side.
Right side. So you'd be holding onto a stump.
Excuse me.
That
I'd be
looks
holding
like an
onto a
arm.
stump that looks
That
like,
looks
an,
like
arm.
an arm.
Yes. And I think I know that it's a stump, but I'm just gonna kind of keep that to myself and just keep going.
Yes, you're grabbed onto my arm, but my arm is not grabbing onto you.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's a weird kind of phantom feeling, I think.
Mhm.
But like I'm gonna look at like once we get to the pit, I'm gonna look at over at Ulhar or excuse me Tilson, and be like, if I speak to them, will anyone else get what I'm saying? And I'm pointing towards the drakes in the pit.
What? I can barely hear what you're saying.
I'm actually trying to be kind of quiet, talking to Ulhar, like asking if I basically try and talk to those beasts, will other people understand me? Because you seem to understand, because like they're dragons, and I know you speak Draconic, as you noted the joke earlier.
I mean, they're fighting dragons, right?
Yeah, they're locked in combat right now.
I do not know if they are the speaking type, or if they're more primitive, we can say.
They look a little busy at the moment.
I'll look a little disappointed and be like, well, I guess let's just keep going over towards Langdon's 10. Would we run into Gaza at this point? Because isn't he hanging around looking for us?
Yeah, I'll say you guys managed to meet up with each other.
Maybe like towards over here where we're all heading towards the tent together. Would be my guess.
Hello, strangers.
Vlad, how are you? I haven't seen you in decades, it feels.
Galen's gonna kind of trail behind them a little bit, not too far, but if he notices them heading towards the bigger tent,
He'll do so with.
I am
yeah,
sorry.
he'll just kind of go with, but staying noticeably back.
Spruce, was it?
Yes.
I am sorry.
Well, I introduced myself as Spruce, but yeah.
I see. I'm sorry, I had not recognized you. It has in fact been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Have you met my granddad before and his bodyguard, Tilson?
Tilson, that is quite a peculiar name, but... And, excuse me?
Hello?
Oh, don't forget about Fisty McHandsack.
Hi, it's me. I'm Fisty I'm Fisty Hacky Sack.
Oh,
His name
Hacky
is clearly
Sack.
clearly named for your father.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, of course.
I think you're talking to me.
No, Fisty. It is a very noble name, clearly named after your father.
Yes, and you remember our family crest? And I pull out the harpy nipple and show it to him, put him back in my bag.
Yes, of course. It is a very, very noble family. It is a pleasure to meet one of you in person.
I'm sorry, is this a Vlad Tepish impaling joke with fisting? Because that's just all I'm putting together right now.
I just wanted to make sure he knows it's me.
Okay.
Yes, of course. It is a pleasure to meet you all. In fact, if you wish, I could use a little bit of your assistance. I am looking to interact with the person Langdon in relation to his drakes, and I could use a little bit of assistance if you would be willing to join me.
I'm sure we can arrange that. Me and Langdon go way back. About 700 years, I think it is.
Well, that is good to hear. Perhaps you would like to lead the way.
What? No.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Follow me.
I think it'd be like Badger, Lorelai, and I leading the way with the three of you behind. Galen super far behind.
I mean, you'd be standing there for about 15 seconds, and you see we've taken maybe a step.
Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna have Deku in one arm and Fisty in the other. That's a weird sentence. And just kind of like guiding, but also kind of like tugging in a sense, like kind of speeding them up a little bit.
Not too fast. My old legs aren't what they used to be.
That role was to hide the rage I currently feel at the drake fighting.
One question, Lorelai, does your spear stay the same size? Because I know you're a gnome, right?
I'm a tall gnome, hunched over.
So you're like
fine.
what, like
disguising half
3
So
feet?
put it
Yes.
this way, I think I'm on the
So
higher
you're-
side for gnome height, and I'm 3'3" when I rolled it out.
Oh, you're 3'3"? Wow, I'm 3'5", and that's like super high for a halfling.
Okay.
So your spear then is probably like 7 feet, right? Or 6 feet? Like it's super. Like the spear didn't change size, right?
No.
So half of our party is below 4 feet.
That's so awesome. You're like a little tiny gnome with like this huge ass walking stick. That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
But
Skill
I think
purpose,
I think as a group we would try and go to Langdon's tent.
See, like, yeah, we'd
Alright.
walk towards the tents and see if we encounter
I am
encounter
here to
any
buy some
resistance.
drakes.
I'm sorry. What was that, Chris?
I was making a joke of I'm here to buy some drakes. Just
Oh.
show the fuck up, just like hello.
Well, you know when
I'm here
that
to buy some drakes.
if you're here to buy some drakes, you know when that hotline blink can only mean one thing.
You can fuck the hell off, sir.
1 year.
I got it. I got it. Don't worry, I got it.
Not in a whole fortnight would I want to do that.
As for your rage, it's like swallowing acid, but you manage to keep yourself under control. You make your way towards the tent. It's quite easy to see which one is Langded. It's kind of a forest green color. The rest of them are tan and very poorly kept together, but this one is nice and sturdy with tall wooden beams and yellow or golden cords that wrap around it. There is a symbol that's a black drake, or sorry, a black dragon similar to the emblem on the flaps of the tent. And then there is 5 different colored circles, one for each of the chromatic dragons, around each side, kind of connecting. Well, I guess 4. The black dragon makes up the black dragon. And we will pick this up next week.
Yes.
Yay!
Wonderful.
We did it.
Like that. Do-do-do-do-do.
That was fun. Thanks, guys.
All right, good. I'm
That
so
was a
glad
blast.
you guys had fun. I was afraid
Oh,
that it
it's-
would have been
no, absolutely.
a little bit dull. I know that travel days aren't always super exciting. I try
I'm looking
to.
forward to seeing how all of this, like, set 4 different specs, like, makeshift cover stories, or they'll just fall apart. That's what I'm looking forward
But
to.
that's our group. Like, that's what we do. We put together this very good story, and then it all unravels very quick because we think it's very good, and it's not.
Give me like 4 months and I'll get you all to be animal rights activists, like as we'll end up like freeing drakes and shit like that to rampage the city.
Well, I'm surprised there weren't any protesters in the graveyard saying that dragon abortion is murder.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey, as long
And
as
that's
it's,
where- and
as
that's
long
where
as
the
it's
YouTube
chromatic dragons. It's
Oh.
okay.
No, I'm super excited to pick up. Like, there's so many little things. Like, this is really good.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Oh no, I love it.
you-
I love it.
Yeah, it's even though like it like the pacing is like really good. I think our group, like, we really are exposition heavy, and it lends into that.
I've been really trying to let you guys dictate the pace. Traveling sucks. I'm not
It
Matt Mercer.
happens.
You guys are not the
The
Vox
Mighty Nine.
Machina. Yeah. So,
9.
and I don't know how to turn a 4-day travel into like the most exciting thing ever. So I hope
You're
you
fine.
enjoyed it.
Don't feel like you have to. Yeah, don't feel like you don't put that pressure on yourself. Like, I had a blast in our travels already, and like I never felt bored. Like, I never got to the point where I was like, God, I fucking want to be at the next part. Like, I never had that thought.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm very glad to hear that.
Because I've been in
you
campaigns
enjoyed
where I'm
com-
like, yes, I'm done.
We've made a horrible mistake.
Oh,
What's that?
maybe.
Who's watching the donkeys?
No one.
I assume we just tied them up at the...
No!
No,
took a while to, like,
go to
do
the
nature
donkeys.
stuff, right? So maybe he sorted it out.
Maybe we tied them to a tree, and hopefully they'll still there when
Yeah,
we're done.
I'm assuming there was a place at the entrance of the camp that allowed like a tie-up post or something.
If we
I
survive,
will
we'll see.
let them, for the case of hopefully we don't lose our donkeys, I will have left out a feed for them, but spread it out so it takes them a while to eat.
Did you guys hear about the fire at Langdid's? It was intense.
Okay.
God bless. Like the puns that you come up with just off
They're
the
just
top
like
of
naked
your
in a
head
bars.
I mean, it's
so
close.
quickly.
It's
Like
close to it, Joe.
I never knew what it was like to play with a bard until I
Yes, sir.
experienced you. So thank you. I played with several bards. I
There-
played
there's
a bard. My
bards.
bard is terrible. And yours
Yeah,
is,
I
like,
don't even attempt to play bards because I just can't come up with that kind of stuff off the cuff. I don't.
My
need
Bard
that
is a
kind of-
dad, but not like good dad jokes. Like he takes care of a sickly ass kid.
In relation to the joke that was just made, have you ever had sex at a music festival?
Go
The
on.
what?
Sex at a music festival?
Because that is
No.
also intense.
Is this a rhetorical
fu-
question?
it's-
It's
It's
fucking
fucking
intense.
intense.
Yeah,
Oh right, it's even better. There you go.
Yeah, I see. Okay, I see what you did there.
I like it.
But hold on, Detroit Electronic Music Festival, they don't have tents. So like,
Well then it's just fucking then, isn't it?
Well,
I don't know what you're expecting.
You just go behind some porta potties and hope no one finds you.
Bahamut, have you ever been to Wheatland?
Wheatland? No,
Oh, okay. It's a big Michigan music festival.
no, I've never even heard.
See,
of
I
it.
thought
Oh.
it was an amusement. I thought it was an amusement park based on a
On wheat?
rotation-based crop.
Rotation-based
Go down
crop.
Wheat tides, woo! Wheat Coaster USA. Really quickly, since we're all here and we have like about a minute till we're technically done, what weekend works for everybody? I know like it's usually in schedules, but at least get the ball rolling a little.
I can do in
Oh.
2 weeks. Next week I might have something that would be difficult to push, but
I know you said that last week or so.
Right.
if that's the only one that's gonna work, like in the next couple weeks, then I could move some stuff around. But whatever works for
I'm
you
okay
guys.
if we want to take one break and we want to do the 19th. That's okay with me too.
As far as my schedule goes, I'm very open. So as long as
Same.
well, I know Stark, you have we have our session in an hour. So as long as you don't get burnt out, I would be willing to run this weekly if that is what everyone wishes. I know there was like a lot of talk about it, and my biggest concern was people not wanting to play. If you don't want to play and you don't want to discuss now, please feel free to message me after we leave call. But that
fine.
is on the table if you guys would like it.
I'm fine with every week, but that's just.
I know you said at the start we're doing this every 2 weeks, and then I was like, we're doing it every 2 weeks. Are we? Okay. I'll believe that when I see it.
Like
Sure.
I told you, Jinxie. I told you, Jinxie, I itch. Yeah, I itch for
Yeah,
these games.
Dakota, I got the dates wrong. So John's one shot's on the 12th.
Right.
So
Oh.
literally this Saturday. So if
Right.
someone else can't make the 12th as well,
then we
That's
it
fine,
could
we
make
can- let's-
sense to maybe
so let's-
miss 1 week, but then stick to every week after that.
Right. Yeah,
that.
I know you and I were talking about if we were gonna go to that or not, or if I was gonna host my
I
session.
just forgot.
So.
I just forgot the thing. I thought it was this week. I thought it was now.
Oh.
Oh, I remember.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like the whole party really needs to be here to continue on with this since you're all together. This is a big moment. I want everyone to be here, so we'll go ahead and pick up the 19th if that works for everybody.
For
Sure.
me.
Yeah.
And then I'm fine with taking it on every week, and if we have to skip a week here and there due to, scheduling, that's
Life.
absolutely fine too.
Life
Yeah,
happens.
Life happens, but like I wouldn't
I'm
mind
okay
going
with
for that.
as well, though I am trying to run a campaign with Crowan, Salinity, Faye, and some other people that Salinity knows, so that
Uh-huh.
would probably
that's the
be
campaign we're playing
Saturdays.
in.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Crowan's in like 5. I don't know.
Same.
Current's in my streamed one.
Yeah.
Same.
Those Faye.
Tetcher, I gotta say, Tetcher, I'm super excited. Like that's pretty much like the longest part of my day is from 11 till 4 my time, and that's exactly when you have the campaign. I'm like, Mondays are gonna be good again.
I'm really
'Cause I
disappointed.
Like HTC China,
I'm-
I'd always have HTC
That's
China to
true.
watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really
Nice
upset
games.
because I won't be able to watch it because I'll be at work in the office and Twitch is blocked.
I am actively using only non-copyright music, so I can just upload it to YouTube and just do it that way.
Office.
So can do it that. So you can just listen to it. Audio
I'm so
or-
excited. I can't
Yeah.
wait for you
I'm
guys to
gonna
meet my
simulcast the
character. You're going to
podcast.
love him.
Yeah, I'm okay with doing
Spoilers!
weekly as well, but depending on, I don't know, I'm supposed to have like lunch or dinner or something with all of them next Saturday, ?
Okay.
Crowan hasn't actually replied to me.
Well, we have the scheduling chat to do
I
it
don't know
all,
if
but
that
just
actually
at least get the ball
Right.
rolling a bit.
around.
We don't have to do it right here, right now. We can discuss. Like I said, if this doesn't work for anybody, please come to me. Tell me what your schedule looks like. You won't hurt my feelings if you don't want to play it every single week. I've had really planned on doing it every 2 weeks to not get burnt out, but everybody seems to be having fun, and the feedback you guys have given me has really touched me in my heart. I'm so thankful. I'm so glad you guys like my idea. You guys make this so much fun, and I love to do it. I love to do it with you guys. So please don't feel like you can't come to me if you have any issue, because like, I like doing this like for you, with you.
And on the same hand, if you get burnt out and you need an extra week for planning, you can.
Yeah,
tell us.
definitely.
Thank you.
Certainly.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
Don't feel
Yeah.
like you have to do it because we want to do it every week. Like if you're like, hey,
Right.
I need more time to plan, I would be more happy with waiting another week so that way we have like a very flushed out
Yeah.
session rather
Yeah.
than it's
It's
like.
like-
Right. Yeah.
Because I had the
I-
same thing.
I
It's
would
like I
rather
had a
have-
DM who did the same thing, and it was.
Yeah, it's
not
like
fun.
it's like video game development. We would rather have a complete game than a rushed game.
Or
Daisy.
Like every
Right.
single game that's been released in the last like 3 years.
you know,
Yeah.
also on personal level too. Like it's your mom's birthday or like whatever. You need to take it off. Do it.
Right,
Yeah.
and of course, like same to you guys.
I'm snowed
Yeah,
in, so like
I
it doesn't matter to
agree.
me. I can't go riding, I can't do anything. I don't have
Okay,
a car.
Yeah, I have no friends. It's okay.
Are there any questions, comments, concerns about this? Like, obviously, you can come to me later. Like I said, always, my DMs are always open. You have your personal chat that only you and I can see, and everything is kept in like one nice little place.
I'm also
I
not
did
a
feel like
think
I
I
kind
have
of rushed the planning on this one a little bit, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
It was great.
Questions?
No,
like,
it's good. Good.
and
Just
any
quickly,
feedback
I
for
don't
the?
think I have a private chat.
Excuse me.
I don't think I have a private chat in the Defenders of Earth. Yeah.
Did I not add you to one? That might have been my bad. I
Mine's
will
like all the way
look.
at the
I have-
bottom.
Then I have